Tranquility.
Hello everybody and welcome! It's time for a little bit of Widow 1v1 action here at Overwatch Tranquility. We've got a little break between these stages and we've got time for a lot of fun formats, many fun nights ahead, but tonight it's all about those sweet, sweet dinks. And to bring you the action, it's going to be me. I am Dor, and I am joined by the wonderful Bard. How are you?
Oh, I am doing wonderfully. These are going to be such fun games. I cannot wait. Last year, the event week was the absolute peak of the season, in my opinion. The absolute most fun I had. People were balling. People were going out of control on these off picks. The Widow 1v1 was insane, and that's what we are doing tonight. We get to watch Discord, Harmony, and Transcendence Tier show off their Widow gameplay and show us exactly what they are made of. This is going to be incredible.
That's exactly it. We're going to figure out for each tier who is the doctor of dinks, the surgeon of shooting, if you will. And the rules shall be headshot only, first to 5, dual settings, reset after kill. Every game will be played on Castillo. After 30 seconds into a round, the enemy will be revealed. No reloads necessary. The magazines will be infinite. No health packs on the map. 6-second cooldown on the grappling hook. No SMGs, as always. That is the golden rule. And single elims for each round. Teabags are, of course, valid for this week and this week only. That's going to be some of the most exciting stuff to see. We'll be getting you all the trash talk coming live from in the game. And we have our first one lined up here. It's a little bit of Discord tier as Wah and Crispy go at it.
Yeah, Discord's bringing the Discord. We're going to see how this goes. I'm not really super aware of either of these guys. I don't remember Wall from last year. Crispy, I remember being a tank player for some reason. So this is gonna be a really interesting one. We have a lot of tank players actually popping into these games, so we get to see some of that Rein aim in action. In particular, later on, we get to see 2 Harmony tier main tanks, Caden Vera and Bethcon, go at it in what is going to be. I'm going to just call it in advance. It's going to be my favorite of the games.
And now, so far, we're already heading in this game. Wow, hits the grapple shot. Sends a message. Crispy, where are you at? Because my man's warmed up. He's in the game.
Okay, I like the no tactical crouch. Just hits him with the wave after the kill. That's you play the mind games early. Don't got to do the crouch to start.
I mean, we haven't seen any trash talk yet. We haven't seen any tactical crouching. In fact, these players actually GLHF in the chat before the game, which I honestly think is against the rules here in this week. But Wah,
Crispy is a man of great renown. A very nice man, so I don't expect there to be any issues there. And Wah seems very kind, especially since he's playing on Illusion, who are just a great team in general. And
Wah finds the first little dink there, gets Crispy down low, but Crispy gonna fire right back. We're 1-1, and all of a sudden, this one's looking a little bit spicy.
I have a theory with Widow 1v1s, is if you hit the first dink and you don't kill them with it, you're gonna lose the 1v1 for that round at least.
It's kind of tilting.
I've never won where I hit the first dink and didn't get the kill. I panic, I get really upset. And I just start spam firing and I lose.
Yeah, Wah had no problem there. Hit the first one, killed with the first one here. And now the score will be 2-1, of course, again. First to 5 here as these guys line up. They both opt for the early duel. Peeking out of that door offers you an immediate sightline on your opponent. Therefore, if they opt for it, if both players have the cojones to back it up, they're going to be going for that duel fairly often. That's something you're going to want to keep an eye on for the night. Crispy goes for the grapple shot. Wah searching for a punish. Gets it. There it is. 3-1. Wah taking on that first true point lead of the night.
He hits him with the wave again. And tactical crouching is, if not allowed, encouraged in these event matches. And we haven't seen it from either of these guys. Do you think that in and of itself is also a mind game?
Well, I think it's honestly a misplay more than anything. When you're playing here at Tranquility, it's generally not an acceptable thing, but you've got 1 week to get it out, 1 week to get rid of it, and Wah is going to be more than happy with his signature wave here. Find his fourth, it's a game point.
Spray wave can be just as tilting, if we're being honest. I think the googly eyes may be throwing people off. They know that if they crouch, they'll bounce around, and they want to try and avoid that.
Well, I think it's just a beautiful target. You just got those two big peepers to just hit square between. I don't know what else you're supposed to do, because Wah has found his sights and takes our first game of the night here. That's the first one knocked out. See you later, Crispy.
Yeah, Crispy put up a very valiant effort. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he's a tank player. So that if that's what we can expect from the tank players, then I think the games we're gonna get coming up with tanks playing tanks will be very interesting. But a very good start. Wah giving us some good shots. Crispy had that good return round. I think we're gonna see some good stuff going into it.
And we're already in for our second match here. So for the first little bit of tonight, we're going to be bringing you Discord Harmony, so and so for about 10 matches, followed up by a quick little 5-minute break like we would half times in our normal nights. Followed up by then, we're mixing in a little bit of those Transcendent tier matchups, and then it gets on to further into this bracket. We start getting into those quarters, those semis, and those matches that really start to matter. But we're just about ready here in the second lobby. It's Layla versus Seraph. I don't see any. No trash talk yet.
No trash talk. Well, these two have some history. They played on Boop together last year. Seraph this year is a hitscan player. Layla this year is an off-tank player. So we're gonna have to see how this goes going forward. We do have some Nanis in the chat. Not a Genji 1v1, I should point out, so a little confusing in that regard, but we'll see how this goes as we get into the first round.
You're just about ready here. Seraph lines up. I think the players might be confused what's going on, but I think... Seraph's having some mouse issues. Layla going to be respectful. Back up into this. It's like Somber's bedroom back here, right?
Yeah, very interesting because the outlines do show after 30 seconds. We're trying to avoid a bit of the stall game that people are playing last year. I don't think they know that they're going. So this is going to be very interesting. We'll have to see how they play this out. But they are fighting now. Okay. The Widow 1v1 has started.
We're going to try and let them know that the match is good right here. Everything will be legal. They both have the sight, so it should be fair. And they don't need them because they're just going to fight close range. Seraph finds the first thing.
Yeah, I expect a lot more of those really close, like, get up in each other's face fights from the Harmony tier teams. I don't know why, but us Harmony tier players, we really like to just be right next to people as Widowmaker. We don't think that range is our friend.
Well, see, here's the thing: is range is like both your friend and your enemy here. Regardless of what you're doing, you and your enemy have to play there. So if you think, okay, I'm not beating this guy at the long range, I'm not beating him on the reaction time shot straight out the doors, you just sneak around, grapple directly on top of him, and just turn it into an all-out fist fight.
Yeah, with no melee or SMG though, getting close can actually make it a lot harder for you to hit those shots. So this is looking really interesting. We see an NS in chat, a nice shot, you know? Maybe we're gonna get some really nice Widow 1v1s here. It's gonna be kind of boring if we're being honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm starting to wonder when we're gonna see the first tactical crouch. When does that come in? If we're just seeing nice shots in the chat, does it really count? Did you really beat somebody in a Widow 1v1 if you didn't trash talk them before, during, and after?
Well, I think we've got some games coming up with some players, and I'll highlight them as we get to them. But I think we're gonna get some more tactical crouching. We're gonna get more of that trash talk. There were some people...
Oh, Seraph! Ooh. Straight out the door, my man, and that's what I'm talking about. That slanted door. You send both people out there, and you have to be ready to hit that shot.
Yeah, we got an LOL in chat. Pretty good, pretty good.
Seraph said oof, and also there was a message from Crispy after he ended up taking a big fat L in the last one. He said oof, and now Seraph looking not in the same situation because Layla is down 3-1. It's pretty much exactly what we saw at the last game.
See that right there, what we just saw from Seraph, that is what happens when you have your auto aim sensitivity up too high on your grapple. He was aiming up to go for a jump shot, and it caught onto the window and just propelled him straight at Layla, which is not what you want to be doing as a Widowmaker, but he turned it around, so it's all okay.
So outside of aim, there's a few things you can do to start changing it up. Obviously, you can mix up your range, try and take different angles on people, but also, how often do you want to grapple? Do you want to be using it on cooldown? We've seen Seraph use it basically every 6 seconds, but we've seen Alayla be a lot more conservative with it, and it's really biting him in the butt right now because Seraph just knows where he is at any given point in time. Now lining up the side shot, this could be it. It's match point.
Well, I think Alayla is, she's playing it a bit more carefully. She's trying to use it to escape when Seraph tries to take these close battles, but it doesn't matter there, does it?
Seraph's got the aim to back it up is the thing.
Yeah, absolutely. A great shot from him. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of these grapples in situations where, especially at kind of higher tiers, when teams are trying to avoid, when players are trying to avoid giving away their positions before they can take a peek to get the shot. But I think Harmony here, players just don't expect to be able to hit those shots on their own. And so they kind of get into the mindset that they should only use it to escape and just take standard angles. But now that we're getting into another Discord tier team game, we have Specs playing Falcon. I think we're going to be seeing a few more of those hooks used to actually get kills.
And not to mention right now, I mean, Specs is a figure, we'll say, to say the least right now.
Yeah, you know, he's well known, at least as well known as the rest of us. He's on the Irish podcast. He was talking a lot of trash on the podcast. He was talking a lot of trash about how he was going to win this. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see if he A, backs it up, and if he B, talks trash, does those tactical crouches while in game. I do want to note all donations for tonight and the event week in general are for charity. So we really appreciate all that you guys can do, all of the donations you can give, and anything you can do to help support our cause. I believe it's RAD.
It is Rise Above Disorders, a charity that provides free mental health resources and strongly focuses on gamers and just the people that we're caring a lot about here in the community. Meanwhile, though, Falcon doesn't care at all about what Specs wants. Takes him out.
Yeah, Specs started the trash talk early. He said, just remember, you hate charity if you win. I've got to say, pretty low blow. Not exactly what I want to see from my trash talk personally. But Falcon didn't care at all. He just dinked him right in the dome, took him right out.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is Specs can't back up his own trash talk. What is he? That kind of brings into question everything he has, right? That's everything he is. Yeah. Is the fire, is the hot takes. But if he doesn't have the metal to back it up. Shots.
I think it is really interesting that he's using the Philly Fusion Widowmaker skin here. We've seen Philly Fusion talk a big game, play some good matches, and then really decline near the end and not actually win anything, especially last season. So I think he's trying to rep that as best as he can with this match.
And Specs has said in chat, just remember, you hate charity if you win.
Yeah, really not. Really, we're gonna rate the trash talk as we go.
Yeah, we will for sure.
I'm gonna say that's a solid 3 out of 10.
I'll back that up. 3's like I was leaning 2.5, honestly.
Yeah, we've seen better from Specs. He can do better than that. He's got to hit a shot before he can do the tactical crouch. Falcon going for it.
Okay, Falcon, I'll let you win when you make a good quote unquote hot take.
I think that's a hot. I think that's some good trash talk.
7.5. We got to leave room above.
Yeah. I would say a good 7. Eddie's Eddie. You know what? Falcon's backing it up. I'll agree. 7.5.
Wait. Falcon sprayed before he got the kill. I think.
Man knows. He's ready.
He's 4-0 right now. Specs has been put into the dust, and Falcon searching for the 5th, trying to steal this one up in what will be the first 5-0 of the night if he can find it. Specs, however, is not.
Something tells me it's not going to be the last 5-0 in the night.
Yeah, might just. Falcon, the grapple shot!
He does not care what you have to say, Specs.
Now what's the post-game chat? Is it GG? Nice shot. What's the play here? Falcon, do you follow up?
There's no response.
I don't think there is. I think Specs might just be dead.
Yeah, I think Specs
actually got him pretty good. The flip to 360. Falcon, I didn't even see.
Falcon is with the Widowmaker. You know what?
What's wrong with him?
I'll make the excuse for Specs. His little brother was playing on his computer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Completely forgot, man.
Yeah, you can't blame him for that.
Not his fault.
We are now going to get into another Harmony tier game. We have Gizmo Charmander from Paradise, I believe, playing Wolven from Flashbacks. This will be a really interesting one because we actually have two DPS players playing each other. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Falcon is a tank player and Specs was a support.
Okay. Wait, we've got word from production that Gizmo Charmander last year did this exact event and talked a lot of trash.
As a caster. He did what we're doing right now, talked a lot of trash. So I feel like we, knowing that, now have a green light to talk more trash. Because I would have talked more trash on
I'm just
Specs
gonna go
if
watch
I'd
his
known.
camera real quick. I'm gonna make sure you're staying honest here.
Yeah. I think well, here's the thing. I haven't played against Wolven in Harmony tier. I've played against Gizmo. He's pretty good at Widow. He knows what he's doing.
Well, here's the thing. I think Wolven might have an advantage. He's been suspended for a little bit. He's been out of the range. But I think he might have just been in the lab working on this Widowmaker the whole time. We'll have to find out. Because he's
already a bad look for Gizmo using the Philadelphia Fusion skin. Golden Gun can't make up for that one. That's just not a good look for anyone.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to count the number of times the Philadelphia Fusion skin loses just to make Specs mad. But
yeah, well, I think it's gonna be every time if actually Gizmo. All right, he had a tactical crouch there too. That's number one. That's number one of the night.
Does it count? Okay, if it's not on top of them, are we counting it?
I think it's tactical if it's not on top of them, and it's the most
BM
teabagtical if it's on top.
Teabagtical.
I'm making up words as we go. We're having fun.
That's right on the money. Oh, Wolven though.
Okay.
I'm liking this.
This is a sign of what's to come when LA Gladiators play Philadelphia Fusion, because Wolven is running the Gladiators skin here. Maybe it's going to be a close match when they play each other in Overwatch League.
See, this is the thing. Oh, Wolven fires back very quickly. So this is what's happened. It's happened twice before that we went 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, and then it just kind of went worse from there. Does it keep going? Does that trend continue? Because the first person to win 2 rounds in a row has tended to be the winner, has actually been the winner, I think almost, if not every time so far tonight. So Wolven looking to continue dominance.
The issue for Gizmo here is he's playing predictable. He's always gone to this right side, and you just can't do that because Wolven knows. Wolven is aware. He knows exactly where he's going to play.
Oh, Wolven doing tactical 360s.
Yeah, just like I know that Gizmo's going to lose because he's got the Philly skin on. Just how it goes.
I get the Specs trash talk, but what's your deal with Philly, man?
I mean, I actually don't really have anything against Philly. I think they're
dude, what happened, Wolven? How did you even lose the first round with aim like that?
He turned his aim hacks on, obviously.
Must be the googly eyes. He opened them.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go back to the Specs excuse. His little brother was playing for the first round.
Oh,
he's back on this keyboard now, so it's fine.
See, I think the real how do you
the first thing is my theory.
So Gizmo Charmander, how's that analysis from last year looking right now?
How's that? I mean, nothing better than making the comeback, but I don't see it happening here, if we're being honest. Oh,
and there it is. It's going to be Wolven finishing it off, silencing.
Tactical crouch.
We get it.
All right, so we're 0-2. We're 0-2 for the Philly skins.
All right, I think that's the first proper tactical crouch of the night, though.
Yeah, it's the.
I think that's the first time I can really call it there.
That's the first time he's put the kill in the bag and really taken it home.
Well, no, watch this, man.
That's a good shot.
He's clinical with it.
Clinical, absolutely surgical.
Now we're heading on to our next match here in just a moment. It should be.
That's a good question.
Void Kit versus Cairo Sajuro.
Ooh, see, that's going to be a really good one because Cairo last year, I think, played in this and did really well. If my memory serves. It hasn't served very well in the past, so I could be wrong, but I think I remember Cairo playing last year and doing really well. And Cairo this year has been a force to be reckoned with. Void Kit, a little bit more of an unknown factor coming into this.
Well, here's the thing.
Uh,
He's become a notable force on McCree, especially in the Discord tier. His hit scan has been something to watch out for. So now, I think if you're gonna play that much hit scan, you got to back it up here in the 1v1 tournament. Because like, does it really matter? Did you really win if you didn't win the 1v1? And he's gonna make his mark starting off there, first kill down.
Void and he went for the spray as soon as he got that shot off. So
See, I think this might be the issue though. Is Widowmaker long range, right? We know what to expect. But you can't tactical crouch at long range. You can find a dome, and Kydro Sejiro is going to turn it right back around 1-1 like we've seen many a time before. What matters is what happens now.
Widowmaker.
yeah, the 1-1 I think is gonna be a scoreline we see a lot of when we have two DPS players playing against each other. You really have to get the feel for each other as you go into this. But I think as soon as you get that feel, it really comes down to who's the better player. Cairo taking a really nasty hook shot right there. If he'd hit that, that'd have been really impressive.
Kydro's just waiting for the grapple to come on cooldown. He literally just hides and he's via. Look at him.
I don't
He's not
know if that's
facing-
tactical bag or if that's like Overwatch League level strats. But it doesn't matter to Void Kid. He's gonna win regardless.
1 to
Yeah,
2.
completely finds him out after a little bit of clowning from Kydro. Is going to completely shut him up.
Battle. Widowmaker.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Fight.
really interesting how we do this. No trash talk from either of these. A gentleman's duel really in chat between these two. Really going for some flashy plays, showing off. I think so far we've seen the most skill in this one, regardless of who wins. Obviously, no trance games yet, but you know, we've seen Harmony tier players beat Discord tier players. I think we could see some Discord tier players beating some trance tier players if it really came down to it. Oh, but
Oh,
they're getting
then-
close. Double dink.
It's so close. You know what, though? It's in tactical crouch range. And this thing, Void Kid goes down. Does he follow up? No, but the kill does count regardless.
That's the wall hack difference right there. The wall hacks came online and Void Kid turned his aim hacks on as well. Hit that shot real nice.
Fight.
Now, we haven't broken down the skins here. Neither of them are using a team skin.
No.
We have the basic white skin coming out from Cairo,
Perfect.
and we have the Talon skin coming out from Void Kid. And I've got to say, personally,
I got to hand it to the Talon.
it's the Talon skin. It's the
Talon
best
skin
Widow
definitely-
skin,
Exactly. I totally agree.
and it makes you play like the best Widow. And I think Void Kid's just on top of it with skin choice here, because as we all know, skins do equal wins.
We'll have to
scientific
figure out-
fact.
If Void Kid finishes this off, this is going to be a very common scoreline. The 1-1 into 5-1 is basically a true
There it
combo at this point as he finishes it off. Tops off
Yeah.
that, what is that, the third 5-1 of the night?
No, Specs didn't score one. Oh, Layla did. Layla got a pick. So yeah, 5-1. Yeah,
Play
yeah.
of the
Specs
game.
is the only one who hasn't gotten a point so far.
What, did we have a 5-2 at some point? I may be mistaken. No, it's the fourth 5-1 of the night. Wow.
Yeah. Specs is the only person who hasn't gotten a kill so far, so that's interesting. I do,
You can break that one down on the Iris podcast. I'll leave that one to them.
well, okay. He'll have a hot take about it, I'm sure.
Oh, it'll be a very cold take. A
So I
dead
do wanna
cold
remind
take.
Everyone, this is a charity stream. We are hosting this stream for Rise Above the Disorder. You can find them on their socials at YouAreRad. That's UYOURARE rad RAD. How you'd actually spell the words out. I know it's we live in a complex time where people don't spell words, and so it can be really tough. You can find more information about them by typing !donate in chat, and we really appreciate any donations you can make. I do know some of our admins going into this week, especially going into the admin pugs, will be donating every time they get teabagged, just for more incentive for the players. So just really, we appreciate all the support you can do. Now we are going to get into what I think is the best map of the night.
Oh, you think this is the match to watch?
I think this is the match to watch, and we have Bethcon using the Dallas Fuel skin. Is it going to be better or worse than the wait, no, it's Caden. I can't do words. Caden is using the Dallas Fuel skin. Is it going to be better or worse than the Philly skin? Well, we got the first pick.
0 to 1.
Is that is that like the Overwatch League skin, or is that?
Yes, I think that's the Dallas Fuel Overwatch League skin.
Widowmaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Versus Nova, I think one of them.
What one of them? I can't tell you all the names off the top of my head, but I'm surprised we haven't seen more diversity in the skin so far tonight. Honestly, I think it's a real letdown, but now we're gonna have to see if we see the 1-1 again. No, the first 0-2 that hasn't turned into an 0-5 quite yet.
Now these are two tank players playing against each other, so we may get the 0-5 just on the basis
Widowmaker.
Reinhardt aim. But Beth plays a lot of diva. We know she can aim, so I think she might be able to turn this around if she really tries. This has been a super wholesome match so far. First kill, got a nice shot with an exclamation mark. We had an XD as soon as we came in here, so I think just this will be very wholesome. But I do want to see them click a bit more heads. I don't know if that's a tactical crouch from Caden or what, but I'm liking it so far.
Yeah, just waiting for these. These are starting to play out slower and slower though. Bethcon
Okay,
5-1. All right. All
Okay,
right.
so
She's got a pulse. She's alive. We're good.
Bex is officially the only player so far to not win a round.
I would love for this entire first round of matches to just go.
I would love for Specs to be the only player not to win a round.
That would be a delightful thing to watch. Caden noting the googly eyes after he's already walked out of spawn, taking time to type about it, but they're lined up at relatively close range. Caden finds the head first. Bethcon down. These players really avoiding using that grappling hook, not wanting to reposition. They're kind of just opting to go for this straight up 1v1. Who's gonna win the aim duel is really
that's the really interesting thing is Beth plays diva. We've seen her play ball in Harmony. We've seen her play a lot of Zarya, obviously. She's an off-tank player. But diva and ball, a lot of mobility there, a lot of aim involved. I think we should expect more of those hook shots, and I think maybe she's playing against her own strength, not trying to take those fights in midair.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, and the sensitivity is also something to note for these players. The tank's playing on a significantly higher sensitivity, able to flick further, but also having a much tougher time making those really small angle changes that you're going to be needing at certain ranges. And now Caden has the high ground. I think that's gotta give him a distinct advantage right now. Bethcon trying to peek this door, but just can't before walking into the sights of Caden, who's ruthless as ever.
Getting another 5. It's as written.
Widowmaker.
We might just. Oh, it's becoming so common. It's genuinely uncanny.
Yeah, it's like 4 O's in Overwatch League or 5 O's when you're playing against Specs. It's just what you can expect when you come into these games.
It's the exception, not the rule. Oh,
okay.
Steals and delivers there on the 5th kill. 5-1. The 5th one, man. It's
and a lot of just
genuinely
wholesomeness coming out from Bethcon, despite getting emoted at after the kill. Just very wholesome tank gameplay right there. You know what? I'm rooting for Caden going forward.
Oh, but look, Beth got play. Beth got play. That's
Bethcon play.
yeah. You call
great,
that even.
great,
You lose
great,
the 1v1. You get the play of the game. So you take away at least 50% of the victory with play of the game, right? Like that's kind of the rules. Arguable, but nonetheless, the play of the game is going to be shown. It's what's on stream. It's the one that's getting played out, guaranteed. So I'll count a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna a win for Beth, not getting 5-0'd. A win for Caden, obviously winning. It's wins all around, if you ask me.
Well, next round, somebody's looking to win right now. It's Cactus versus Nat here, and what should be something pretty good. We're skipping ahead a little bit here to a Discord tier matchup. I think we missed out on a couple, but we should be all right heading forward. Production's ready, and these players are looking to find each other's dome, and there's something to be said about warming up. Like, how ready do you think some of these players are? Do you think they're just hopping into this blind? Do you think they're watching the stream, looking for strats? There's a lot of things you could be doing with your time before these matches, but what's optimal?
Yeah, really interesting. There's some people that I really hope didn't warm up the way they played. And there's some people that it's clear that they did warm up. Caden earlier said something about how she always plays either like really good on Widow or like a bot. And I think we're seeing the really good on Widow. So I hope that continues. I don't know how much that's a warm up. Some people though just have a natural skill about them. And we're gonna have to see how this goes. We are watching some Discord tier players. Cactus, I believe, using the Atlanta Rain skin. We've seen a flawless win record for Dallas Fuel, a flawless loss record for Philadelphia Fusion. Maybe Atlanta Rain comes somewhere in the middle there.
We'll see here in a second. Nat's already taken the lead here, looking to try and make the second 5-0 of the night. But there's something to be said about breaking that barrier open. If Specs is the only person to get 5-0, that's a pretty low bar if you ask me. And now Nat looking to set that bar a little bit higher.
Oh!
Cactus though! Oh, catches the
What a
grapple!
flick!
To 1.
What a flick! Right on the head. Right on the head, and that's the only place you can shoot people, actually, so I don't know why I'm saying
Yeah,
that.
it's
Fight.
alright. It's alright, Bard. It's alright. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, I don't understand how Widow works, so we're fine. I'm just here to analyze the bend of the knee as they tactically crouch, but I don't think we've seen
Oh
one
wait,
this round either,
wait!
so.
Cactus could be walking. He's sneaking. Oh man, this could be an interesting
Tino?
one.
Tino?
They found each other. Oh, Cactus! The 180.
1 to 2.
Absolute Assassin's Creed nonsense in that round, if you ask me.
He
outta
heard
here.
he heard the scope in and turned around.
I don't even
What
want to.
the
I don't want to hear it.
hell?
I don't want to see it. Get it out of my game. That's too nasty. Too nasty. I'm gonna get the flu watching that.
Yeah, Nat, I'd be playing really careful if I was you too. After I got hit by a shot like that, man. Holy
And
moly!
Cactus has won a second round, so if anything, they're en route for the 5-1.
Perfect.
Oh, Nat though.
Nat doesn't
Choo-choo.
care. Nat does
Okay.
not care.
Okay, we've broken the curse. We're good.
Yeah, the only round we've seen so far that's been close has been you versus Booth in our pregame lobby, which was 5-4.
I did throw myself off the map 2 times.
You did suicide, but you got really upset because one of them was not on purpose. So
One of them was, and I
To 2.
all right, we'll talk about this one later. Booth and I'll run it back.
we'll keep it in the jams. Keep it in the
It's
jams.
good. It's good. The trash talk was better as well.
Yeah, it was. The trash talk existed. So far, we've really only seen it from Specs and whoever beat Specs.
Falcon, no Falcon. threw it
Falcon,
back
right.
hard.
We've got to get him a medal. So
Yeah, I think there's definitely got to be some kind of award, not just for winning this tournament, but trash talking the best. And now we're seeing another
Okay,
close where
okay.
Cactus brings it back.
So
Ahead now
here's the
4-2.
thing,
To 2.
we
Okay.
talked earlier about the Harmony tier wanting to get up close, kind of taking these weird, kind of derpy Google Eye battles up close. I think the Discord tier players have done their worst when they're up close. That
Well,
fight took like 5 more shots than it normally does between these two.
I don't think there's any problem with grappling close is the thing. Is both you and your opponent are at the same exact disadvantage. You're playing the same hero. So if you're just better up close than the other person and you're worse off being further away, why not go for it? If you're better playing the Clown Fiesta here, like it seems like Cactus might be, Nat might want to be trying to play it far away, try and disengage with that grapple while Cactus plays it close.
Widowmaker.
That is true. That is true.
Match
However,
point.
Nat did just prove us wrong with the first Dink loss hypothesis. So maybe they're gonna prove us wrong with the 5-1 hypothesis. He did not win the first round, which has been a telltale sign of most of our winners so far.
Oh, there it is. Nat makes it 4-4. This is the first time we've gone to match point.
Yeah, they're making this really close.
Battle.
They're making this really close. I'm really
I'm
liking it.
digging this one here. All right. Let's slow it down a little bit.
Match
Because
point.
Nat and Cactus have all the nerves on them. You get one chance, one shot, one opportunity. Are they
Do
gonna
not
take it
miss your
here?
chance to dink. Oh.
Cactus goes for the grapple shot. I gotta say that's ballsy considering that it could be it, but no! Nat gets too big for his britches. Cactus peeks him from the stairs, takes the W. And I'm sorry, Nat, you got close, but you're out.
Man, call him my favorite actor because he just got the dink. What a round! You know what? I'm liking these close ones more. As fun as some of the slaughters have been, specifically one involving another Discord tier duo. This was a really close game, and I really liked it. I hope we get more close ones.
All right, let's see if we can get ourselves boot scooted over here to the next lobby. I think we will be able to.
We do have 2 hit scan players going into this one from Harmony
Do
tier.
we?
We have Race, who is a bit of a McCree player. He's
Ooh.
been playing a lot of Pharah as well. I respect that. Pharah is a great hero. We've got Upsetting, who's kind of, I think, a Genji Widow player. He's playing a little Mei for Jetpack Cats as well. Upsetting is scary on the Widowmaker.
Is he?
Yeah, he is upsetting. Like, he is upsetting to watch on that Widowmaker because he is scary. Race, I've really only seen him on McCree. I've seen him on some.
Upsetting is a self-professed widow specialist, so I'd expect them to do
Yes.
well here.
Yeah, he's what us commoners would call a one trick.
Yeah, upsetting. He says he's a specialist. Can he back that up though? It's a question, because everything goes out the window when it becomes the 1v1 tournament. There's a lot of Widow players who are really good in the game, but when it comes to that 1v1, it's a completely different beast now. Players already figure out where each other are. The question is, are they going to grapple for closer? Going to continue to deal with this duel at long range?
Yeah, really interesting. No Overwatch League skins here to break down any trends, and also no shots getting hit here. So
This might be the
Really
first
just-
time we've seen the Black Lily and the summer one.
I believe it is. I don't remember what the summer one's called, but I'm sure it has a name. Cote d'Azur? No, that's a map.
0.
Wait, no, that's
No, I-
Chateau Guillard. I think it's Cote d'Azur.
I think you might be right. Race FPV though,
Fight.
down 1. That is where Skin not going to be winning too much on the blue side. Now
Yeah,
setting
I
lines up,
think-
he's got the high ground.
I think the issue is that the sunglasses don't fit over the Google Eyes. So you can't really-
Oh,
I think that's really where the issue is coming in here and upsetting. Yeah, with the standard tactical eye gear ready for those Google Eyes, so it's just a little easier for him.
So the
Yeah,
Côte d'Azur needs bigger glasses, is what you're saying.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, if they're not the size of those, you know, those ones you get at like a roller skating rink that are like
2.
twice the size of your head, and they have to like fold backwards with the holders to kind of stay on your ears. If they're not that size, what's the point?
Yeah, I mean, they're big cat eyes. They can cover a lot, but just can't quite reach those far corners now. Upsetting.
Ooh,
He's
Race
searching for
needs
that
to win a
second
map
5-0.
here. Race needs to get a kill here because you don't want to be in the same level of specs on Widowmaker, honestly.
Well, I mean, here's the issue: is we've got Transcendent tier, we've got Discord tier, we've got Tranquility tier, and the joke's been made about other things before, but we might have to start a specs tier.
That's, you know what? That's true. We've made jokes about having a tier only for top 500, and we've also made jokes about having a tier only for bottom 500 players. And I think we know which one the specs tier would be.
To 3.
Yeah, there's a
working
notorious
on it,
line
process.
going around the community, but
Battle.
nonetheless, it is currently in the hands
Fight.
of upsetting 3-0, searching for that second 5-0. What I want to see though is more creative play. Sitting in spawn, playing a weird way that's just going to catch your opponent off guard because they're just going for these straight up duels. Nobody really using the corners. It's been long range, but I feel like if we start mixing it up, we start playing the map a little differently. And
Ooh, there we
upsetting.
go, there we go.
Oh, he went for the 360 and got
To
punished.
3.
Yeah, he's getting cocky there. He had reason to get cocky though. He'd won the first 3 rounds. I think we're gonna just see him, you know, lace his boots up and go right in here for it here. Really interesting for Race there is that he has moved his way out of the specs tier and is now immediately fragging again once he's not on the same level as him. So I think that says a lot about the
Battle.
level of gameplay here.
Widowmaker.
Bard, what do you think the odds are that we see reverse sweep at some point tonight?
At some point tonight, I think we're definitely gonna see one. If it's gonna be right now, I don't even know.
No, well, it doesn't. It's not a 4-0 into 5-4, right? But Race FPV has brought it back from 3-0. It's currently tied up,
Battle.
hitting some pretty good shots right now. I feel like it's not working out in the way of upsetting to try and take these straight up 1v1s. I want to see him play the corners more.
Yeah, I think for it to be an actual reverse sweep, Race can't lose another round. Just like for it to be a C9 on the Widow 1v1, you have to die going off of them. But upsetting, not gonna let it happen.
To 4.
I
We're
like the
at-
creativity from Race
Yeah.
though. He's staying in spawn. He's playing it a little bit differently, forcing
Widowmaker.
the opponent to get a little bit more aggressive. And it's stuff that we haven't seen yet tonight, and it's stuff that's going to start catching your opponent off guard if you can make it work.
Yeah, I like the creativity from him there. I don't think spawn is the right room to be doing that in. You're kind of trapped. You really only have 2 angles. It's a pure sight line that they can hold from the outside, just holding down on far right or far left. Really not a great spot to get yourself trapped in, but if you're going for that first shot, you can take some really unique angles to win the round.
Sniper.
This might...
Leave this.
Enemy has been
Oh, upsetting. So close. He
Oh.
finishes it off 5-3.
victory.
There
Oh,
you go. He
beautiful
started
flick, beautiful flick.
strong. He shuts down that well, we won't call it a reverse sweep, but he stops the comeback for sure.
Yeah, stops the comeback. Really interesting there. I mean, I think the issue from Race there is we didn't see the tactical crouch on the comeback. You really got to get inside his head, or else he's just going to get really determined and not let you win another round. And he didn't let that
Oh,
happen.
that flick was kind of nasty
Oh,
though.
that was nasty. Like I said, some of these are so nasty. I feel like I'm going to get the flu from.
Yeah, that's not something you want to have right now though. Definitely not something you want to have right now.
Stay inside, everyone. Stay inside.
Wash your hands. Stay inside.
Wash your hands.
Stay safe.
Don't touch your face. Definitely
stay-
don't touch other people's faces
Please
unless
don't.
you really want to, but like get consent first. That's important. Have you been watching these Overwatch League matches?
Man, I watched the Florida Mayhem match because I have to back up my team, but the production was
Oh, you're a Florida fan. Florida fan. All
a
right.
little bit,
I can respect that.
rough. Production was a little bit rough. My left ear's still ringing from the other day of Overwatch League, but
It definitely makes me feel so much better.
oh, dude,
Oh,
Juke,
yeah.
Juke, it made you, dude. I heard Blizzard's hiring. You might wanna keep your eye out because
Yeah.
they're gonna need some new producers.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we all enjoy. It is always crunch time. Speaking of crunch time, both of our players right now playing in that crouch position, and doesn't even matter. Nope, never mind. You know what? I was gonna mention that these they're crouching for the sound, the tactical plays, but didn't even matter. Also, no Overwatch League skins here, so there's no trends. Doesn't even matter. I don't think. Actually, I think we've seen Soli's skin, the pre-order bonus skin.
See, my general my favorite bit of Widow, we'll call it tech. You run the gold weapon with the patina skin, so it's all gold everything, and it's you just bling yourself out so the other guy can't see you over all of that shine. And right now, Soli himself is shining.
Yeah, there is that old homage. If you're balling out of control, they can't touch you.
Exactly.
And we've seen it so far. I think a gold gun has won all of these fights, all these games. People who have-
Soli's looking. Soli has the gold gun. Could we see it? I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm not even gonna say the number.
Widowmaker.
But he's definitely got a
Yeah.
big lead.
I'll say it. We're looking at a 5-0 here.
Maybe
You
we
know-
casters curse it intentionally so we can just force Specs into being the only one.
Yeah.
I feel bad. We're beating up on Specs a little hard, but for the time being, he is the only 5-0.
Yeah, and Soli, I think we don't talk about teams, right? Besides saying who people play for. Soli plays for Tailwind. Retro plays for Beer Pressure. Now, I don't want to say anything about the skills of any teams here. That's not what we're talking about. But Tailwind looks really nasty, and I think Soli is like kind of channeling the spirit of his team right here.
What, beer pressure?
Score.
No, Soli
Oh,
plays
wait,
for
Retro
Tailwind.
Life got one!
Oh,
You
Specs
jinxed
is
it!
Still the only person. Good. Tactical.
I'm
It was
glad.
tactical.
We're all glad.
Tactical.
Battle.
We're all-
Tactical like the crouch. Tactical like the
Yeah,
crouch.
Juke, real quick, how do you feel about this whole only 5-0 being from a certain person perspective?
I think that's the goal for tonight.
Everyone?
Number 1, Charity. Number 2, definitely Specs being confirmed the worst Widow.
Oh, if we can we make that also a medal and we just give it to Specs? Confirmed worst Widow.
Yeah, they'll make sure to hand it to him on the podcast, I'm sure. If it ends up being that here in the set of first round, maybe it's not even whole tournament that ends up going with the whole 5-0, but even if you're just in the first round being the only one, that's a rough time.
Well, if the whole first round for all the tiers goes through with him being the only 5-0, then everyone will have won a map except him because all players will play. I think.
Score.
That's
Oh
fair.
no, we've got some buys. We've got some buys actually.
Oh,
I think those
yeah.
buys will all win a map. I think we can expect the buys to win a round. Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't put that one up yet. It's not like there was a play-in tournament for seeding here. I'm not sure
That's
actually how
true.
the seeding
That's
was
true.
decided.
That's true. All right.
Do you have any?
I have
Was it
no
just
idea.
randomized?
Seating was totally random.
Okay, it was completely
Totally
random.
random.
Gotcha.
All right. So RNG is the reason Specs didn't win a round. I've got his next excuse.
His next one of many, I'm sure.
One of many. His little brother was playing on his computer. We've gotten out and out of the way. RNG decided it. We've gotten out and out of the way. Good first dink from Retro, but is it gonna? Is the? Ooh.
Okay, 4-2
battle.
breaks that 5-1 curse. Make sure he's not gonna be another one biting the dust so quickly here. As after this matchup, we will be taking a bit of a 5-minute break here in between the periods. We're coming back though, real strong because the Transcendence players are gonna start to be added into the mix here. Soli though, he's not done with his job quite yet.
Yeah. No. Okay. I don't play a lot of Widowmakers, so get me in the head. Get me in the headspace.
Yeah, that was
here.
clear earlier. Don't worry.
Yeah. Get me in the headspace here. Do you listen to music while you're doing 1v1? Or is pure silence? Are you talking to
You can
yourself?
listen
Like,
to
how do you
whatever
keep the
you
vibe
want. The
going?
click clack of those heels is gonna be loud as ever.
Okay.
Widowmaker's walking sound is one of the most notable in the game. These players should know where each other are at all points in time. They're playing a little
So-
bit of a dance here, though. They see each other through the wall. We actually haven't gotten this far. The X-ray hasn't been active for that long.
Yeah, we've seen it a couple times from these guys. I think because they know as soon as it starts up, one of them is at a clear disadvantage. But we are seeing them. They're trying to
hamming it up, though.
They're trying to communicate.
Okay, what Retro's using voice lines right now. Solely fires back.
Nodding. I think.
Oh, Solely goes for the shot.
Fight. But none of them are actually going for the fights. We're gonna have to see how this goes.
We're just playing Ring Around the Rosie, man. They're
And that's
running away.
even- Ooh, this is and I gotta say, this is the first time we've seen the grapple used consistently to peak corners. And
Oh!
Solely gets it.
Victory.
And Solely takes over the point. It's worth mentioning after a little bit. That point will unlock, and it's going to force these players into a little something. And that is going to be advantageous for Solely, who takes the final match of this period. We'll be back with you guys in just about 5 minutes. We're going to keep bringing the action at you. There's players you guys haven't seen play yet. There's players you're going to get to see again. But I'll tell you what, one of those definitely not going to be Specs here. We'll see you in a bit.
Very true. Very true.
Three, two, one, and you're live.
Hey everybody, and welcome back. I hope you guys had a. I do have some retractions I need to make as we go forward. Specs earlier, we talked about his trash talk with Falcon. He said, if you win this, you hate charity. I just got to clarify that those statements that Specs made were in regards to a statement on the podcast where the admins said they were going to donate if they won any rounds, and that includes if Specs wins any rounds. These donations, again, are going to a wonderful, wonderful charity, Rise Above the Disorder. They pay for therapy to help people with mental health issues who cannot afford it. You can get more information by typing !donate in the chat. Again, we really appreciate Rad, and we really appreciate all of you who can donate as we go about these events on event week. We get to see Melts play. Sure.
We do get to see Melts play, which
He's
I
not playing Genji.
wait, what? This guy plays other heroes?
I didn't know, but he's in.
We'll have to see. It's Melts versus Legs right now as we head into the first Transcendent tier match of the night. Transcendent tier, notably, their bracket looking a lot smaller than the other ones. A lot less team representation here. But nonetheless, I bet we're ready to see some high quality Widow.
Yeah. Legs coming out of Malevolent, I believe. Melt's coming out of Houston In-Laws, who I gotta support just a little solidarity for them. And you've got to support him as well, because Melts is using the Florida Mayhem skin.
He's got
move
the
coming out.
Mickey D's one too.
It's nice for Houston to
does.
have one good team, you know?
The OG. Oh, that hurts. That one hurts. I'm not even from Houston, and that one stings. I'm not even from Texas, and that one stings.
I know there's some people around here feeling that one, but Legs feels the dome straight on the Melts. First 1-0 right now. And that's the thing, is that the Transcendent tier, while a small bracket, has arguably the highest, what would we say? Average SR is obvious, right?
Well, yeah, skill.
But does
ceiling,
that mean
maybe?
the skill level as well?
Well, I mean, okay, so we've said,
Score.
Melts, please don't,
2.
please don't get 5-0'd here.
That'd be a pretty good Twitter. If both Specs and Melts
Widowmaker.
get
Do we get
5
to add them both in
the
chat?
Twitter war would be endless.
That'd be insane. You know what? Maybe do get 5-0'd here, Melts.
Two of the biggest trash talkers, like, that might just be exactly what we need.
Yeah, would be really interesting here. It's very weird. We haven't seen Melts try to use the hook to get up nice and close like a Genji dash. So I think maybe he's just playing it wrong for what he knows as he goes into this. Now,
Yeah, I think you might be right there, actually. Legs, though, up 3-0. We've seen it a couple times.
Are you
this
saying
is really
maybe
bad
needs
for
an
Melts
Ana?
here. Maybe he does. Maybe he needs the nano boost. You're right. You know what? He doesn't have the pocket. He can't win games.
Yeah, this isn't Blade. What
Yeah. Wait a
what
minute.
is Sights?
Ult comes off on its own.
Oh my god, legs. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
There's no mercy, Maz. He's
I
using
think-
what I call the clown widow skin, which is like white and purple and blue. And Melts is using what is the clown widow skin, which is Florida Mayhem.
Well, I think he might just be honoring the Florida Mayhem tradition here if he takes this L. Like,
Well, Florida traditionally has a great widow and Saya player. But they just they just lose every match. So maybe that's.
no, we'll
that's
just
what
say
he's
he lives
going
up to the
for.
Florida because he's not living up to Saya player. We can't even mention Saya player right now with the way Melt is playing.
Ooh,
Legs
with
was
the
not
old
even
widow.
Legs
Ooh,
was not
okay,
even
okay.
supposed to play. He is
You know
subbing
what?
in for Hikari, both from Malevolent.
Yeah.
Oh
you know what?
wow!
Melts was just making this exciting. He was just making this exciting.
If he pulls the comeback, I'm blaming the skin. If he loses, I'm blaming the skin. I can root for the Florida Mayhem and simultaneously accept that they're a bad team.
That is me for the last 2 years watching Soul. So feels good that they're good this year.
So far,
So far, I mean, all right. Look,
it's,
they've
it's all right.
dominated.
Florida Mayhem got
Dominated
they
so
got the
far.
rebrand. They got the color change to that sweet pink and blue, and it is a delight.
Soul got the rebrand to a
Oh
team
wait,
that actually knows what
Melt,
they're
you're
doing.
not
so-
actually gonna run it back, dude. You're not that crazy, are you?
I mean, he needed to build the blade up before, so now that he's got it,
Yeah, exactly. Okay. He just built up
it's
play.
like
That's what.
it's like watching him in comp. He loses for about 2 minutes, and then he has the blade.
Oh my
and then
God,
he
Melt,
wins the
wait.
fight.
We're not actually gonna see it, right? I'm gonna go nuts if this actually happens.
You hate to see it if you are a Malevolent fan here.
Widowmaker.
You love to see it if you're a fan of good Widowmaker gameplay.
I thought you were
So-
gonna say Melts, because there's none of those. Don't be ridiculous.
They're
There's no
they're
Melts
fans of Melts.
No.
Oh, okay, we're good.
Just Twitter followers, not the same thing.
Sniper.
Ooh, he goes for the jump shot. Those are really risky in the trans tier. A lot of actually tactical crouching, not just tactical crouches. TM.
Oh my God, I can feel the tension. Melt is shaking in his boots right now. Oh, he goes for the grapple. Legs does as well. Melt has the high ground right now. This is good for him. Goes for the repeat. Oh my God. This might be the most missed shots we've seen in a row. Neither of them opting to beat with Melt. Oh, he makes it 4-4. We're at a match point.
4-4. It's 4-4.
Oh
It's
my
4-4.
God.
He puts the well played spray down early. I think he's confident in his ability to win.
Widowmaker.
If Melt runs this back, I'm putting $5 into that donation pool.
You heard
If
it here
Melt runs this
first,
back
folks.
with the
If Melts
Florida
loses
Mayhem
this,
skin,
he
I will,
hates
yeah,
charity.
I'll put 5.
If Melts loses this, he hates charity. You heard it here first. I'm not even putting
I
that
can't
on
even
legs.
speak.
There's no way
I
he can
can't-
know.
I can't even
Speaking
speak.
of which, we are at $75. Please keep it up, guys.
Holy
Absolutely
cow.
incredible. All right.
Oh, no.
He does it.
$80. We're at $80.
The reverse sweep! He's insane! I'm
It's
telling
no-
him. What does he have to say? I'm doing a little post-game interview real quick. Give me a sec.
Play of the
100% scripted. Not even. I can't. How can we hide it here? These games are scripted. Ooh. Ooh, we get to see the typical Melts reply. What does he say?
What does he have to say about his run it back victory?
Oh, by the way, everyone, if we could get an @Melts in just any of the Discord channels that you're in, I would appreciate that.
Yeah, just make sure he knows.
Just make sure he knows that. Just make sure Melts knows exactly that I was the one who told you to add him. Just say @Melts, Bard says hi, or something like that. I don't care.
I don't think we're getting any information on that one. The silent killer takes over the match, runs it back. That's the most exciting one we've seen so far. Easily.
I think, yeah, we've got a reverse sweep now. We've got a 5-0. We've gotten Philly Fusion losing all their 1v1s. I think we've hit everything on the 1v1 Widow bingo. Except someone accidentally yeeting themselves off the map with that hook. So
No, that happened before the cast with me and Booth.
doesn't count though, it's not on stream.
battle.
No, yeah, the clips there didn't happen.
Yeah, clips or it didn't happen. That is true.
Right now though, it is this our no. Who's
This is a Harmony tier team. Game
Okay.
we're watching Rose from Comets, I believe, versus Seraph from Karma. Both really skilled hit scan players. Could be
It's
interesting
really
to
weird.
watch.
We've got 2 roses is the thing in here in Tranquility, but
Now,
one of
Rose
them
is
has
using
all
the
the little
Valiant.
symbols. Yeah,
Rose
that's
is
the thing.
using the old Valiant skin too.
That's kind of gross. Not gonna lie, the green and yellow, not a good look, but it is gonna find the headshots.
And
One
he's
to 0.
they have the gold gun as well, so that's a good start.
Widowmaker.
Are the gold guns undefeated so far?
Fight.
I think everyone who's won one has had a gold. If they've like, I'm pretty sure in the matchups where it's been a gold gun versus not a gold gun, the gold guns have had it. So we're
Because
just
Seraph doesn't have one.
Yeah, again, we've been over like skins do equal skill in this game.
Oh, yeah.
So
To 2.
if you don't have skins, then you're throwing really.
Clearly.
Speaking of, do you like those new
Widowmaker.
skins coming up in the event this year?
Which ones were they? I just
we've
got the
got
cat
the-
emote. That's like the it's just like
That's
the
true. Okay, none of the skins
that's the
live
holy
up to the
grail.
cat emote, so there's
Yeah.
really not a point of getting any of the skins. You're right. You know what? When you're right, you're right. And this time
I-
you're right.
I'm not even kidding. I play all of like a couple heroes in quick play, and most of them have Florida Mayhem skins on, so it doesn't matter. But what does matter is Seraph not getting 5-0'd.
Oh, there we go. There we go. It's still we're keeping it really keeping it consistent.
Battle.
Oh man, we you know, okay. I'm gonna break it down for you here. I am a projectile one trick. I can't play hit scan heroes for my life, which is why I'm not in this 1v1. I'm just casting it instead, so I can bring just the most lukewarm takes to everything. But I've got to say, the Pharah junk skins won this event.
Oh, the Junkrat skin actually. I do know what you're talking about. The Junkrat skin's
Seems
kind of
rough.
clean. Oh,
good jump shot. from
okay.
Pharah.
Wait, it was looking really set in stone for Rose. The shots
Yeah,
looked
Rose is
way more on point, but Seraph's firing back now.
Widowmaker.
Now,
We gotta
I
have a
don't
match.
think 2-0 is enough for a reverse
Fight.
sweep. I think if Seraph gets to 4 and then Rose wins the next 3, then it's a reverse sweep. We're gonna have to see. I think you got to win at least 3 rounds in a row for a reverse sweep. Those are the rules that I am making up as we go along.
No, reverse sweep is 4-0 to 4-5 to 5-4. It's
Is
all
that
the
the
way.
only
it's
way?
all- yeah, it's all the way to the end. You have to run it all the way back.
All right, so Melt officially is the only person with a reverse
Yeah.
sweep. So
Oh, definitely.
very interesting, very interesting. Not even playing Genji either. Very interesting.
Wait, Seraph. Oh my god.
Enemy has been
He
removed.
jumped off the map for a sec.
Salut.
Had me a little nervous. Grapples himself back
Hello
on.
there.
Actually, are they
Risky,
re-
risky.
are they revealed?
Yeah, walls are up. Seraph is just doing the wave. Rose is doing the wave. A gentlemanly fight here. We're just going to see.
Salut.
Seraph grapples, but Rose refuses to peek at all. That's the thing. It can become a little bit of a standstill, but taking control of the point is kind of key here.
Yeah, you don't really see a lot of point control fights in
Hello.
Widow 1v1s. We're gonna have to see how exactly that goes. Seraph does get the first dink though.
Hello there.
LA Valiant skin suddenly losing.
Hello.
Well, I think Seraph knows he has that advantageous position. He's only got to
30
charge
seconds
for a
remaining.
little bit, maybe a quarter second, if even that, if he wants to get enough damage, and that's going to be it. Seraph finds the angle, figures out where Rose is with the help of those sights, and is going to be taking the lead.
Battle.
Yeah, there's some really concrete ways to win a Widow 1v1. A door.
Fight.
We're gonna have to see. Oh, they're going for the open fights. I like these open fights a lot more than these kind of stalled out wall fights. I like when they just take these open peak.
I want to see them grapple into each other more. We've seen a lot of cross-map stuff. I want to see these guys just go at one another. Rose needs to get aggressive if he wants to take this one, if you're asking me.
Yeah, Seraph plays a lot of Reaper and McCree. Maybe he's just not playing close enough to be hitting these shots in the early round. Rose as well plays a lot of McCree, so maybe it is just about range. Rose did get a bit closer.
Ooh,
3
So like,
to 3.
maybe we're onto something here.
nice grapple shot. Still, it's worth noting, distinct lack of tactical crouches tonight.
Yeah,
Distinct.
I'm kind of disappointed by that personally. I expected some, if not tactical, then at least toxic. Not toxic.
Yeah, Rose.
Teabags.
Rose and Seraph, though, they're lined up on the high ground here. It's a close match, a little bit more mid-range than what we've seen before. Seraph, though, I think he's waiting for this grapple shot. Jumps up, takes it. Rose, though, just out of
Enemy
sightlines.
has been revealed.
When the walls are back up, this is a very interesting way for them to play this. Rose.
Ooh,
You know what?
first shot out of the door.
I played a lot of Counter-Strike
Yes,
growing up,
as well.
and
Battle.
that was a
Widowmaker.
new op corner peek if I've ever seen one. So I have a strong feeling Rose has also played a lot of
Match point.
Counter-Strike. Just very well shot, very well done.
Rose though takes it to game. Rose, pardon me, takes it to game point here up against her. If you've got me saying it, Bard. There's Rose and there's a Rose. There's two different here in Tranquility, but Rose is the one with all the weird things around their name. I'm now searching for the victory.
Is it Rose? Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I mean,
At least that distinction has been made before.
Amateur.
all right. I'm notorious for getting people's names wrong. So
It's alright. When there's all the symbols around it, you really can't expect it to be exact, you know?
I just see the letters and read them. So
Yeah.
It's rosé, like the Canadian wine.
Oh, thank you very much, Juke.
wait, Rose's Canadian?
It's a joke. It has a at the end. It's a,
Oh. All right.
It's alright, Booth.
I'll go Booth.
Booth, I don't know, man. Booth's usually on the other hand. Booth's running one of these lobbies.
Day of the
Tell me some slack. The B names.
All right.
It's alright, Juke. I got your joke.
Yeah, I'll go grab a ladder and then I'll get.
It's not a reach.
It's a bit over my head.
Oh, it's over your head? Sure. Okay.
Come on. Come on.
Alright, next matchup. Already. Shoney Red. Wow. We've seen Wah play. We saw him take out. Who was he playing up against? It was.
That's a good question. He played
Crispy.
someone, that's for sure.
He played Crispy. Took him out 5-1.
Crispy? All right.
Shoney Red
yeah, you're
coming
right.
up his first matchup of the night. The Reaper man himself right now.
To Castillo.
Yeah,
He's got to play a
Shoney
little longer range.
I believe plays for Eclipse. I think he played for them last year as well. He's a very good Reaper player.
yeah, I
very good
believe
at getting
Shoney
back on.
Red and Bubbers are the only people on Eclipse from last season.
Oh, not much crossover. Now though, oh my god, look at how close this is. Wah takes a dink though. Both of them hit, but Wah finishes it off. Takes down Shoney Red. That one win. Showing he's a little bit more warmed up right now.
Very well done. We did not comment on the skins. I was using Kerrigan skin, and we have the Philadelphia Fusion skin for Shoney Red. That is a bold choice with the track record that we've seen from that skin so far.
But he's using the away skin, which could just take that negative record. It's like a double negative, turn it into a positive, you know?
Now, I believe when Wall beat Crispy was also using the Philadelphia Fusion. So we're just got to see if having that kind of practice shooting at Philadelphia Fusion is going to help them going forward.
Wow, though, they're playing really close. I like what he's oh, Shoney Red!
What a
Nice shot, dude.
That was nasty.
That was
That was
some
nasty.
clean stuff now. What's the current score? You lose track after so many rounds, but it's 1-1. Something that we've gotten all too used to right now. But whoever takes the lead here, you have to really just give an edge to, not just because they're ahead in points, but because historically, it really has been. Yeah, yeah, you get that second round on the board, it's just like game over.
Oh no, that's not looking good for the track record for Philadelphia Fusion skins going forward.
I still don't understand what's with you and this Philadelphia Fusion skin thing, but you're right. They have taken big L's.
Fight.
All right, we don't have to at melts anymore. Just 1 or 2 is okay.
Are they still adding melts?
We can stop now.
Are they...
All right,
How
listen
much-
to me. I will banter at you if you don't stop. You don't want that.
No clue how many there are, but I can tell you. Why is this? Man, this one's ending up
like
really
3.
close range, and I like it. It's not what we've seen, and it's
Watt's been winning the
exactly
close range ones.
what we need.
Watt's been winning the close range ones more than Shoney Red has. I think Wad knows he needs to get right up close
Fight.
and just click on their forehead. That's just how
It's
you
just a
win.
point. It's a point-and-click adventure, man. It's what they always say in
honestly.
CS:GO.
Yeah, I mean, I've never played a game of CS:GO that didn't look like a PowerPoint, so that's true.
Score.
Shoney Red takes that 3-2 lead. We might have another close one on our hands, though. Wah, he's already got one match under his belt. Shoney Red looking to make that one 1-1. The thing is, again,
Fight.
how much could Shoney Red have warmed up? Realistically, he's probably watching the stream. He's probably having a good time because you can't miss out on that entertainment value that Overwatch Tranquility is always bringing. But at the same time, he's got an important matchup ahead, but he doesn't need the warm-up. He's had more than enough. Takes down Wa.
Ooh, see now we've got to see Wa do the reverse sweep.
Battle.
It's not a reverse sweep.
Widowmaker.
The comeback.
It's just bringing it back.
Whatever
It's just a
it is.
comeback.
Point.
Whatever it is. It's
Oh my god!
Never mind. Shony Red just walks right out the gate, clicks on heads. That's how you win games, really.
The reaction time. So that's the thing. When Booth and I were 1v1ing earlier,
Play of the
we would go out the door every once in a while, and we would both head out that right side door. And it's kind of just his test. It's like, you know what? Play chicken. Peek the first door, you know? But it's really not a test of aim. It's 100%.
I hate to stop you. This shot's insane. It's
Oh
just-
my god!
There's nothing about that shot that's not insane.
He should
I
have
gotta-
taken
I
the
gotta
win
point
after
it
that
out.
shot. I think that's kind of what should have happened.
But yeah, I mean, the fact that there wasn't more tactical crouching after that shot specifically, pretty insane.
Now we're seeing Wolven for the second time in the night versus same in the Elf.
That's Apex from Modify.
Okay.
That he is on
you very
a account. I really hope that they don't leave that up as Samantha Elf for the title screen. But you know what? If he wants to be known by that, that's his choice.
Battle.
You know, I've got a little bit of bias. He's on my team. We are also seeing the LA Gladiator skins come out so far. Again from Wolven. It won him last time. There's no gold gun on Apex, but he is just clicking heads better. So
Apex
we'll see how
finds
that
the
goes.
early one, but I think that's the thing. The early kills tend to be quick. They tend to sting for a moment and then immediately just go away. That 1-1 comes out for whatever reason really consistently, and it can be turned around here by Wolven. It's not set in stone quite yet.
Yeah, it really is about finding the rhythm of the enemy Widowmaker, finding out how they play, how you can play against it. So these 1-1s are really kind of standard in a lot of these fights against more even Widowmakers, but we're not going to see that
Apex.
coming out here. Apex with a good hook shot. Something, and a tactical crouch. Two things we have not been
Hey,
seeing a
second
lot of
one.
in Harmony tier.
Second one of the night, right?
Yeah,
It's been a
not,
while.
Fight.
It's not on an admin, so there's no money there. It's just essentially for the banter, and I am liking the banter.
We are learning about setting mirrors. Is that BM? Wolven
I have
said
no
that in
idea
chat.
what
Is
that
that
means.
is that too big brain for me? Oh!
I have no idea
Whoa.
what that means.
To one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have no clue. Is that? I'm
if that was trash talk, I'm gonna rate it 0 out of 10 because it was completely unintelligible. But if it wasn't trash talk, I have no idea what he's talking about. So still 0 out of 10.
Here's the
because
thing,
it's
though,
unintelligible.
is if it is trash talk, it's either so good that it's just completely flown over our heads, or it's just a solid -1.
Yeah, it's really you know, look, I don't want to speak for you guys, but it's pretty easy for things to fly over my head, so I can't say that it hasn't. But Juke's pretty smart here, and he doesn't know what they're talking about. So
Let's talk about this. So let's say it's like something related to astrophysics that only like the biggest of brains will get. I still think that's not a good burn because they have to understand the joke.
yeah, okay. So I
Yeah.
think we're gonna settle on 0 out of 10 if that's and otherwise we're just confused.
Wolven, though, he has tied it up in the meantime. While we've been talking about this, debating the level of trash talk, it's clearly gotten him to a point in this game. Maybe he was just doing some sort of weird hypnosis, distracting, actually, Apex. That might have been the strat. Apex is probably thinking the same exact things we are. What on
Ooh,
earth
but
does
it
that
doesn't even
mean?
matter.
Score.
He
Finds the shot.
hits that next shot.
To
Though.
2.
You know, okay. So far, we've seen Apex
Battle.
succeed a lot more with the hook, regardless of who's using
Fight.
mid-air shots. And when Apex has been in mid-air, he's hit some shots. Sorry, when Wolven's been in mid-air, Apex has hit some shots on him. So I think Wolven is going to be a lot better off just taking these steady angles, you know, being just rock solid. Mind Apex is just going to click him in the head. I'm wrong regardless of what I say.
So Apex finds another. I think this kind of raises the question, because we've seen Apex play from a couple different places. As much as, you know, having the high ground Anakin is like
Fight.
a good thing, right? There's something to be said about being able to peek from any one of these, because effectively the top Widow is playing whack-a-mole. They could come
Yeah,
out from
you
any
just-
one of these doorways, and they don't know. If you're scoped in, you can only see one or two of them. If you can hide your positioning from the other Widow for a little bit, appear from somewhere they don't expect you to by using those low ground doorways, that could actually be a pretty valid strat.
Now, I want to get some insight in here for you as a teammate of Apex's. We've done Widow 1v1s to decide who'd be playing here. Every
you
last
did.
kill,
Revealed.
every final kill, he goes for the 360 midair shot. So that is what he's going for right here.
Bonjour.
We're gonna have to see. Oh, actually, I think maybe after taking the dink, he's not going for the 360 anymore because walls are up. A lot harder to hit that. He's still using the tactical spray.
Oh, it's tense, but
Oh,
Wolven
gets the
finds a
shot.
third.
Very well done. Very patient gameplay there from what Apex is doing. He's just gonna wait him out, wait till he has those good sight lines and hit those shots on it. Very well done.
Fight. Match.
All right. 4-3. Looking to run it back right now is Wolven. Does find a little bit of damage.
Okay. We talked about the
Jumps up
early-
Apex though. Finds the dome. Takes the W.
absolutely insane in midair. Very well done. You know, he started with the tactical crouches. He backed it up with that round win. So
Play
very well
of
done
the
from him.
game.
It's good
All right.
stuff. We're getting ready here for our next lobby. We'll have to find out in a second just who it is. But we're gonna watch us play the game first. It's the final one from the shot. 2, 3 misses, 4 misses. Are you sure this is your teammate? You want to call this guy your teammate?
It's headshots only. We're good.
Okay. All right. We'll give it to him for a little bit. But nonetheless,
Wolven was one of the stronger ones coming out of round one. So I think we're okay. I guess Modify boys have it locked. We have 2 really good hit scan players on Modify. Those is actually very close between them. And Apex maintains that he is not the best Widowmaker on our team. So we're gonna have to see how that plays out. He did win all of our Widow 1v1.
well, it's not a high bar.
counts for.
You've already professed that you are not the greatest.
I was
at
the
Widow.
3rd best. There's really only 2. on our team.
Can I interrupt with a legitimate question?
Yeah, what's
Shoot.
up?
Why do so many male gamers have like straight up female names? I'm
Okay,
not judging. I don't care.
I don't want to dox him. He got this account when it didn't have a name change. He didn't choose that name. Yeah.
What do you mean he got this account?
I think someone gave it to him. I don't know.
Castillo.
Okay. Oh.
I have no
okay.
idea. I have no idea, but when we asked him about it, he said it didn't have a name change on it, so I assume, you know.
I've inherited my father's account. Oh, you came into a lot of money? No. Overwatch skins.
So it was kind of like a boy named Sue.
0 to 1.
Yeah. Except it's a level 19 account that doesn't have skins either, so he really
A
just...
level 19 account named Sue.
Widowmaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, we're in the next game.
It's Falcon
Falcon
versus
is
Voidkit
playing
though.
Void Kit.
So Voidkit had a very, very strong showing in and
Leave this
of
to
their
me.
own. Now,
Ooh, there we go. All right, we got the 1-1. We got the 1-1.
Okay.
Typical for Discord tier teams.
so here's the thing: Falcon was the man to send Specs into the Shadow Realm,
Battle.
and he's having a little bit more trouble now here against Voidkit, who beat out Kaijo Sajuro
I
5-1.
do want to point out that was our first buy of the match. Apex had the first buy, and it wasn't a fight. Someone keep track somewhere.
I believe we actually no. Shony Red was a buy as well. We've had a couple.
Sharing Red got 5-0'd.
A masterpiece.
No. Oh,
Score.
what do you mean 5-0?
2 to 1.
Was there another 5-0 that I missed?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Battle.
Okay. I'm not crazy.
Widowmaker.
We're good. Falcon though,
Fight.
looking a little rough. 1-2
Yeah.
right now. Voidkit's up. That Discord hit scan is nothing to be messed with. Voidkit is a real monster. And Falcon though
Score.
is gonna
Oh.
fire back. This might be a close one, Bard.
You know what?
Battle.
That was
Widowmaker.
also a CS:GO corner peek if I've ever seen one from Falcon. Very well done from him.
Wait, wasn't it a grapple shot? Am I crazy? Or did the other guy?
No,
grapple?
he corner peeks.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. That was a grapple shot though. Ooh. Didn't even let me finish. Very well done from Falcon right there. You know, maybe hitting the first dink and then losing is kind of a harmony tier thing because a lot of Discord and trans teams are hitting the first dink and then winning. So maybe
Yeah,
I'm
you just
wrong.
wouldn't understand it, Bard. I'm sorry.
I really wouldn't. I have no idea what's going on right now.
It's alright, I don't play for any of these tiers. I just cast here. But Voidkit does, and Voidkit
Very well.
finds that third. They're going blow for blow right now. This is looking pretty nice.
Yeah, we've had
Battle.
1-5-4 before this, and I think we may have another one in this game. I may have jinxed it. But if I did, then whatever. It's not my problem.
Amateur.
Oh, we're looking a little bit closer range right now. The Voidkit lines up. Falcon's underneath him. Do they know where each other are? Falcon goes up for the grapple. Voidkit down on the low ground. Shot 1. Shot 2, though. Hits Voidkit. Connects on to Falcon.
Ooh.
Takes that match point away. Now Falcon's fighting for his life.
Know that one's gotta hurt. He had the advantage. Void kid He just whiffed the first shot and then got domed. Absolutely
Match
incredible
point.
scenes here on Castillo.
Oh, they're going. Falcon's going for
They're
the door
really, they're
pick.
really playing patient.
Oh,
Falcon, he's gonna make it a 5-4. All right, the
2-4.
curse doesn't exist. I officially don't have the caster's curse, and by
All right,
saying that, I'm giving myself the caster's
Battle.
curse. That's how it works.
Widowmaker.
Sorry. We're going to match point versus match point. Falcon in the chat. Monka S. Monka S indeed, dude. He's shaking in his boots. He's scared. He's nervous. But where on earth? Oh, I see Void Kit's in the side room taking a very tight angle right now.
Void Kit's being sneaky, and Falcon's being very patient, trying to figure out where he's at. He heard the jump, knows kind of the area that he's in. You know,
Sniper.
being able to hear these things always a good.
Oh my god, Falcon has like 1 HP left. I've got to see. Wait. How much HP does this man have? I didn't even
He
get
had
to
two-
look.
He had 2 HP left over.
Oh, it's so
That was
close,
on.
but Void Kit
Very
takes
good
it.
thing from Void Kit. Very well done. Someone signed this man. I think he signed, but someone signed this man.
Play of the game.
Very good. I think, you know what? Tied for the closest game we've had so far. Very well done.
The best one still melts this game. Which was actually insane. The reverse sweep. What a nice flick, Void Kit. Holy moly.
I'll give you the reverse sweep. That was a good one. If it hadn't been melts, it'd still be a tie.
Next one, though, is going to be Caden versus Mickey. Again, on Castillo. No map pick, no big ban, no anything we really got to worry about. But it is, what is this?
Widowmaker.
Let's see.
I think Mickey plays for someone?
Am I on the wrong
Mickey
one of
plays.
these? Oh, I
for
see.
Get Off
Okay,
My
get off my land.
So it's a tank versus a, I believe, Junkrat player in Mickey, and so far the tank is taking it.
0.
Caden is coming off of a W, though, beating out Bethcon 5-1.
Battle.
Mickey got
Absolutely.
a bye, I think, correct?
Fight.
All right. So we get to see the Dallas Fuel skin back in action again for Caden.
Sniper.
Very interesting game plan here from both of them. They just keep peeking the same angle until one of them
1.
wins. Mickey did take it. So Junkrat, really good at peeking angles
Widowmaker.
quickly over and over again. Maybe not best look for a tank player. But Caden, still with that first strong round 1 win.
Oh, wait a minute. What strong round one? And Mickey picks up 2 in a row. And like I think it really is just momentum
Battle.
that takes these over. It starts turning them into 5-1s, but they've only gotten closer the further into these brackets we've gotten.
Yeah, Mickey in chat apologizing for getting that kill. Interesting scenes here coming out of the Harmony tier games. Only really seeing tactical crouching from 2 players so far. Can't really say I'm a fan of how respectful people have been being. I want to see
To be
just
honest,
a little.
it's really hard to get to the corpse before the next round starts.
Yeah, that's
why-
really the
that's why
struggle,
people are
though.
going close. Yeah, you gotta put the spray. If you put the spray down and tactical crouch on that, it's the same. If you ask me.
If
As
I
long
think
as
that
your
might
spray is
be,
like
I think that
the-
might be why some people are playing so close, so that they can actually get there.
Oh yeah,
that's-
no,
that's
I'd be
true.
doing
You
the
know
same
what?
thing. Tactical crouch for charity, I think,
Fight.
like, is definitely the way to go. You got to play it close. You're at the same disadvantage as the other guy. You might as well. Turns into a little bit of a clown fiesta those closer ranges, but nonetheless, you're gonna get one of you is gonna get the tactical crouch off. You know.
Speaking of charity, we are raising money for Rad. Raise
Score.
disorder or rise above disorder.
2-4.
Rise above disorder.
Rise above disorder. You can type !donate in chat
Battle.
for more information. We appreciate all of your donations so far. Juke, do you have an update on where we're at with that?
Match point.
Hello there.
It is
Or
showing at
some
the bottom of the stream. We are currently at 125 of our $1,000 goal. Just keep in mind that is for the
Absolutely.
entire week. So
Bonjour.
we got a long way to go. There's no rush. If you're thinking about it,
Okay.
you know, if money's tight because of the situation, you know, totally fine. But yeah, we appreciate every dollar.
Awesome. And we did just see the start of an actual like samurai duel coming out here. Both of them bow. Real Princess Bride moments coming out of here, out of this match. And now the walls are up. That is the unfortunate bit of making a bit of a ceremony of these matches, is that the walls do activate.
Oh,
And
Mickey
Mickey's going to take it.
ceremoniously takes his head off. I'll tell you that much.
Still not a 5-0.
Still not 5-0. I think
not
that's actually
Specs
really
tier.
impressive that there's only been one 5-0, and it couldn't have been on anybody better.
We still have a couple. We still have a couple of the bye rounds coming up, but so far, only 1-5-0.
It's alright. It's alright. I think Specs is used to playing the heal. It's
Yeah,
all
I
good in
mean,
that respect, and it's
you're-
it's
when
all
you're
in
a
good fun.
Lucio Zen
I've got
player-
nothing against Specs as a person. He invited me out to dinner when I went to New Jersey. He was
Very
great
nice
guy.
man. Very
Yeah.
nice
Specs
man. He
feeds
plays
off
the
that
heel.
energy.
But he sucks at Widow.
He plays the heel in Overwatch Tranquility. He knows what's going on. Sometimes you gotta just receive some of the banter, and that's what happens when you get 5-0.
Sometimes you get 5-0. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes that's just how it goes, and you gotta move on. We all
It's
know
alright.
he'd win in a Lucio 1v1, so it's fine.
Is that so?
I have no idea. I've never actually. I don't watch Specs play. Anyway, moving on. We are going to move on to our next round, which I believe is another Transcendence game. I can't remember.
It is going
It's,
to be
oh my god,
yes.
that's a-
Another trans
think,
game.
Yeah, I think we are trying to move
Alucard
things
versus
around.
Analog.
A lot of the trans people have been waiting for some time, so sorry about that. If you have been waiting, we did not get that many trans signups. We are trying to get through this as fast as we can.
Trans
Yeah,
players have better things to do than perform for our entertainment. So, no problem.
Imagine actually being good at this game, right?
Oh, I
Cool.
know it's absolutely insane.
Why,
I
why,
can't
do, why do you
believe
think I cast, man? Whew.
it. Ooh, why do you think I play in Harmonies here? Why do you think I'm a May one trick right now? Jesus.
Oh man, I've been locked
my
in
God.
May jail for my university for a while. It's a
May is the
it's a
worst.
life. It's weird. It's grown on me, but I also want it to be done.
Yeah. Okay, wait. No, we have stories. We have O Stories playing Capital. This is actually a Discord
right?
tier match.
Yeah.
You're wrong. O Stories playing for Prodigious,
Welcome to
Capital
Castile.
playing for One Tricks, I think.
Widowmaker.
Let's see.
We did get a GG coming out of the beginning there.
Oh wait, no, he said support player. By the way, GG too easy.
Yeah, I believe Capital's
Absolute
on tough luck,
banter.
not-
You know
not
what?
one tricks.
The original GG Easy gets a 1 out of 10 because it auto for you. But the support banter,
Score.
especially with that headshot coming out from Capital,
0.
definitely gonna get
Battle.
a good solid 7 out of 10 as well.
Well, it's nice. You get a little bit. Oh, Capital puts in chat yawn. Whew.
Ooh,
After
okay,
one kill,
okay,
that-
8 out of 10. That one's spicy.
You gotta
O
back it
Stories,
up, and
though.
he can't.
O Stories though, Capital hits the F. He pays respect to his own loss. Maybe a little salt there. Maybe he's just understanding. He's playing against someone who's repping the Atlanta Rain skin. We're just gonna have to see how that goes. O Stories is a hit scan. Ooh. O Stories responds, Cap, I'm not trying to bicker with you like children.
I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. It lacks
I don't
originality.
even think that's trash talk. I think that's just putting him in his place, saying like, look, I'm
Well,
here to
you
win. I'm not here to
you
talk
tied it
to
up
you."
1-1. You can say that when you start taking a lead.
That's true. That's true.
I
But
think.
we gotta note, O Stories does have the gold gun, and he is going for the 360. So very interesting gameplay coming out of both of these guys right now.
Oh man, now they've got though. I believe they're revealed if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Walls are up. Yes.
Oh,
And
O
O
Stories
Stories
hits
with
a
a
grapple
nasty
shot.
flick.
Score.
Nasty flick there.
2-1.
No tactical crouch. He was
My-
close enough to hit it.
My mistake. Capital is the one with the Atlanta Rain skin. O Stories is using the Widow Clown skin, so gotta clear that up. Capital saying LMAO only for Twitch and chat. I don't know if he's aboard the excuses train yet or what.
I think he might just be. Oh,
Hello.
2-2.
But he hits the shot, so
I'm
maybe
waiting
he's
for
just-
I'm waiting for the line. He's got to have another one loaded up. O Story says nice shot.
Nice shot.
Will,
A lot of respect coming
will
out of O
Capital
Stories.
return the formalities? He will. Thanks,
He
he
says
said.
thanks. No
Okay,
trash talk there. All right.
we're good. We're good.
O Stories is typing in spawn right now.
Stories is definitely typing up a storm.
LOL, it's not worth it. I'm not toxic and won't fake who I am. All right, okay. He's being a good guy. Being a good guy.
All right.
Not trying to.
That's the thing about event week though. Is that, no, if you're BMing, if you're doing whatever, have a good time with it. Give us your best roast. Give us your best shot. But
If it's not what you do, you don't have to do it.
yeah,
Yeah, we've seen some really great stuff about that coming out of the Harmony tier and O Stories.
Score.
Just taking the corner peek from midair,
2.
doming Capital, knocking him to the ground.
I think
Letting the
Capital's
game
one of those
play
things.
super
He's using that trash talk to his advantage, trying to knock his opponent off kilter. But at the same time, I think it's just not affecting
Ooh.
O stories here.
No, Capital was playing better when he was trash talking. Now he's backing it up, saying honestly, good luck, have fun.
2
And he's
to
losing the
4.
rounds now. He's got to get back in that toxic mindset, or he's not going to win. You know.
Well, I think that's a great part about Event Week, though. If you can trash talk, you can do all this fun stuff, and no one's gonna judge you for it. I don't think you're a bad person because you trash talked in a Wit of 1v1. That's the tradition. That's the rules. You have to. You got to ham it up a little bit here for Event Week. And Capital started off doing that, but now he's seemingly out of his element, not doing so. And O Stories has taken a big lead. It's match point here. Capital goes for the jump shot, takes it, finds the dome, and O Stories is taken out.
3.
Yeah, very well done from Capital right there. I think he heard the landing and grabbed himself a drop there. These the sound cues you get from the Widowmaker, we haven't really talked about those quite so much. They can be huge. We've seen a lot of players know exactly where their opposing Widows are just from the sound of the grapple or those heals. It doesn't even matter if you're shooting or not, so that is very important.
O Stories thinks he's got the deets, thinks he's got those coordinates. Where's Capital? Needs
Capital peaks
to solve the
midair.
puzzle.
Important to note that O Stories does have a golden.
Enemy has been revealed.
Oh, and they're revealed. All of that research out of the window now. Search for each other. They both go for the peek, though. I like the aggression so far. O Stories, who's gonna be the first man to peek? Who moves in? It's O Stories. Finds the head, finds the W, shuts up the trash talk. Even says he
Absolutely.
threw in chat.
Brutal. Capital says he threw. Man, the
Yay,
excuses are
off
already
we go.
rolling out. We're gonna have to see how this goes.
Is I threw an excuse? Yeah, I'll put it like borderline excuse. It's like, I wouldn't say it's losing super gracefully, but at the same time, I did enjoy the trash talk from Capital, and I'm glad to see stuff started
Yeah,
up.
I'm glad someone's trying to stir it up a little bit. I enjoy that. Jesus, who do we see next? We do see another Harmony tier game, I think. This is interesting because we did move some around, just a little behind the scenes for everyone. We want to see more of these.
We'll see some games.
Yeah, we want to see some
That's what
trans
matters.
matches earlier on. But I think we're getting Upsetting versus your teammate. We are. So Upsetting comes off a pretty good win against Race. Your teammate we haven't seen play yet. Important to note, still only 150. Capital did get the bye in the tier, but he took a map, so it doesn't matter. Now we get to see. Now,
Welcome
okay,
to Castillo.
Juke or Door. Remind me here. What does your teammate play?
Widowmaker.
Well, your teammate, he played support last season. I think he actually swapped roles this season. Because last season he was one of the most incredible Moiras in Tranquility. But now, coming into this one, he has to learn how to play Widow.
Yeah,
Which
really
is it's a very different amount of mechanical skill compared to Moira.
yeah, and it's gonna be really interesting
Perfect.
because Upsetting.
Score.
He's got the golden gun. He's coming off of a pretty good win. He was challenged a little bit, so he's warm.
Battle.
Your teammate's coming in here with googly eyes prepared, using the scorpion skin.
Fight.
Not sure I like that choice. I don't think there's as much skill with that skin, really. So we're gonna have to see how this goes. It'd be nice to see him get around here, though. Maybe,
Yeah, I don't know if
maybe
they're
make sense.
substitutions or something. I have no clue where your teammate
Yeah,
and
we
Upsetting are
had-
actually playing from. I'm looking at the brackets.
Perfect.
We had Let's Break It listed for this one, but I think he's been subbed for your teammate. We are seeing the tactical crouch coming out of Upsetting, sprays the ground, tactical crouches, very well done.
That's what we
coming
like to
out
see.
of him. Yeah, but we're here for it. We're here just for that to happen. Upsetting
Oh,
all the way to a
4-0.
5-0. Not a good look for your teammate here. He does play for DDoS, and he is replacing
Fight.
Let's Break It, who I believe is their DPS player. Teammate, I think, is actually playing support for them this year. Upsetting not showing any mercy here for the Mercy player.
Your
Good
teammate, though, he's
dodge
not
from
out of it
there
yet.
by
He's
your
looking
teammate.
for that 1W to pull it together. Gets dinked, though. He's at 1 HP. Upsetting. It's going to take nothing from this man to finish him off. That's the shot. I think we're all rooting for it, but he can't pull it off.
No!
second 05. Oh,
Oh.
you hate to see it in your teammate.
You know what? Your teammate is also a support player.
Play of
So
the
I think we can say that the Specs meme is still alive. He was last minute.
It's not the
Moira
same.
Sub.
It's not the
he was a-
same.
He was a last minute Moira sub. Specs came into this fully expecting to play. I think it's still alive.
Oh yeah, your teammate got subbed in later. He just didn't.
Yeah,
get
he
to
got subbed in like
He
10
wasn't
minutes
the
ago.
chosen
So.
player from his team. Specs was
Yeah.
the chosen player.
Okay, no scheduled players other than Specs.
Yeah. Specs
Yeah,
is the only
okay.
person who is willingly here as a first choice.
I guess it'll do.
Who's been 5-0. So we can keep the narrative is alive. Narrative's alive, guys. All I'm saying right now is that Specs is the only chosen player.
I think he also just sent your teammate into the Specs realm. Like
yeah,
that's
is that what we're calling
like-
it now? When you
like-
get 5-0'd, is it you get Spexed?
yeah,
The same way when you
Sounds-
leave point, you get C9. You're C9ing.
yeah, it sounds about right.
Is it specking when you? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
okay
like-
with that.
Yeah, it's Spec tier.
Steel.
I can allow that to be the case.
Widowmaker.
Seeing a Discord tier gameplay, I believe. Yeah, I remember
think.
Sully playing last time. Yeah. Sully playing for Tailwind. Right. And Cactus
Cactus had an
playing
Airstrike.
for Airstrike.
Actually, it's
Both
two
of
very,
these-
very.
Both these guys already played on very good teams.
Amateur.
See, ooh, okay. The Atlanta Rain skin didn't work out for Capital, but it's working out so far for Cactus.
How do you remember what skin everybody brought?
Widowmaker.
Pardon my French, but Cactus in chat has said, quote, oh shit, I got one. Quote, I mean, quote, easy clap, get rolled kid. Maybe not trash talk, but I'm enjoying it all the same.
You know, I do have the language filter on, so you didn't have to say exactly what it was, but well, it's okay.
Oh, well. I didn't want to leave him guessing. Next time, though, I will know, so thank you for the heads up. Shit.
Enemy has been
Uh,
revealed.
yeah.
All right.
Walls are active, though. We're going to see how this goes. I believe they both have gold guns.
Yeah, well, I think we're getting to that round where it's pretty much expected. Like, you know, the finals is definitely going to be gold gun territory, but as we head in here,
I've got to check now. Cactus does have a gold gun, so they both do have gold guns here. So the streak is still alive for the gold gun winning.
okay, they know where each other are though. The sites are active. This is where it gets really awkward. It's all about reaction time here.
Hello there.
Oh, both of them going for the. I see. I don't think this is teabagging because they're both nodding and crouching to each other. I think
It's
that's what happens.
it's like BM to the viewers.
It really is. They're denying us of that great entertainment value. But look at this from Sully. He's taken the position on point, but what he doesn't realize there's about 30 seconds, and 30 seconds is a long time to hide from a Widowmaker who's got high ground. Cactus finds the dome, and Sully sitting in open air, unable to do anything about it.
Absolutely incredible corner peek coming out of there. Absolutely wild coming out of Cactus there. I do think we have a couple people left in this who don't have gold guns though.
There's probably a couple, but you start getting into that territory where you can really start to expect them come out. And with that, Sully gonna be finding his first point on the board. No specs for here.
Battle.
Yeah, very well done coming out of these players here. Cactus says I turned off my monitor. Pretty standard. I'm gonna give that a solid 5 out of 10.
If he backs it up, I
backs it
turn
up,
my
yeah.
monitor on and then you get the kill. That's definitely we can turn that one up just a little bit. Give you a 6.5. You know.
Yeah. It's all. I mean, trash talking. If it's not original, it's about backing it.
That's fair, actually. I gotta say, follow up is
If
really
it's
key.
original and it's good, doesn't matter if you back it up. Honestly.
Sully
Not bad
though,
so far.
Score.
yeah, he's making his Cactus life rough right now. Cactus, not sure how much he has to say about that one because Sully's starting to shut him up.
Widowmaker.
Yeah, this Cactus not coming with as many thorns as Sully may have thought in those early rounds. Do cactuses have thorns? What are those called?
Oh
I
man,
believe they're called spines.
Spines?
are they?
I don't know.
It's not thorns. Definitely not.
They're
thorns.
like pins, maybe.
I call them ouchies. That's really the technical term.
Amateur.
I think Cactus is really calling it an ouchie as well after these first 2 rounds. So, or after these last 2 rounds. Sorry. A lot of. Okay.
Glockid or Glockadea, singular Glockadium, are hair-like spines or short prickles, generally barbed, found on the areoles of cacti. There you go.
That's a word I'm not going to remember, so I'm going to call him Spines.
Perfect.
Cactus
Pricklies.
getting taken down again.
2-2.
Oh, man. Are we going to
Yeah,
see the
Cactus
full
are up.
5-round win streak from Soli here?
It'd be a nice little comeback.
Did I jinx it?
I mean, it's gonna be tough to surpass that Melt's tier of comeback, but Melt also needs to back that up when it comes to his next round. That's gonna be a
Yeah.
tough one for him.
Melts is in for it, I think, because if you make the reverse, okay, here's the thing: if you make the reverse sweep and then lose the next one, is the reverse sweep better because you came back against someone who may have been better than you, or is it worse because you didn't back it up the next time
Well,
around?
It's worse, but that's like a worse with an asterisk, because I do think that match exists in and of itself. I don't think it matters what you do before or after it happened. It's over. You hit an insane reverse sweep. You made your statement on the night, you know?
Yeah,
Like, it's
you know
nice to
what?
follow it up with W's, but oh my god, Soli. Cactus goes for the grapple and Soli just domes him before he can even
Soli-
get it.
Man, Cactus started trash talking and then Soli 5-0'd him.
I think
I
that's
think
real
we're-
trash talk.
I think we're
Cactus is
seeing.
unlucky.
I think we're seeing the effect of the trash talking so far.
I need a quick update. Juke, can chat see what's going on in the in-game chat?
I think
yes,
they can.
Yes, they can.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
all right. So we can just rate them. We don't have to read them out. Awesome. We're gonna have to see how this next one goes. I believe.
But yeah, again, language filter is on, so you don't have to repeat
know, good to
anything
know.
bad that they say. You know,
It's
you can,
alright.
you can just let it slide.
It's
we
alright.
all now know that it is not on.
Ski Free's like waiting for him in the other voice channel after the,
Oh, yeah,
after the
yeah.
cast is over.
Ski Free is like waiting around the corner with like a board with some nails in it. As soon as I walk around, it's just right in the face. We do have a break at some point. I don't think it's right now. Is it?
Break after the next game. Just got it.
Break after the next game? Awesome. See, look. I don't keep up with anything, so it's fine. We are going into a trance game. It's going to be Alucard versus Analog, I believe. Really interesting. We get to see some people who are maybe a little more well known take the run here. Personally, I think if Melts can win not playing Genji, then Alucard can also win not playing Genji. We're gonna have to see just how that goes.
So this should be said that all of these are set up so that in the next set of matches, we will be doing the semifinals, regardless of tier. So after this Transcendence tier, we'll have Voltage versus Melt, and then Sumeru versus whoever wins Alucard versus Analog, followed up by the Discord tier of Shoni Red versus Void Kit, and O Stories versus Soli, and finally Harmony tier of Rose versus Apex, Mickey versus Upsetting, and then we head all into the finals. But this is when we start getting into those real tight matchups, those super close ones. We're expecting to see really good things out of these players, and I think we can start flaming them for missing shots.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
quick
we
update. So we were planning on taking a break later, but it looks like someone is running late or something's going on. So we're just gonna go ahead and take that quick break right now.
All right.
Yeah,
Change
beat me
seats.
to it. Juke, as always, is just better at me than casting. Yeah, we'll see you guys in 5 minutes.
Better at you than casting.
Three, 2, 1, and you're live.
Welcome back, everybody. We are back at you with some more Widowmaker 1v1s, and right now we're going to play out these Transcendent Tier semifinals. First matchup going to be Voltage up against Melt. It's going to be Analog versus Crimson, because Crimson subbed in for Alucard. Oh boy. All right, and quickly before we get into the matchup, I want to go ahead and mention the charity that everybody is nicely donating to right now is RAD. They're a fantastic charity, Rise Against the Disorder, offering to pay for mental health fees for people who need them, which is always something that we like to see and support here at Tranquility. So if you have the disposable income, that would be a great way to go ahead and put it. But now, I can tell you one thing. I've seen Melt's reverse sweep. I put $5 on his reverse sweep, and you know what? The man pulled it off. I'll donate $1 for every round Melts wins after now, and 5 more after that if he takes the finals. And as a college student, that's about what I can do. But stay within your means, and we're ready for this next match.
Welcome to Castile.
I'm gonna double down on that. Not voting for Melts, but I'm gonna donate $1 for every round that Apex wins because he's my boy, and I gotta put some support behind him.
That's good by me. And now, already in Analog versus Crimson here. Crimson subs for Alucard for Corvidity here. And no kill. Both of them playing very passively. Crimson still in his spawn. Peeks the door finally.
So
Very
two gold
passive stuff.
guns. We got 2 gold guns here. Analog is actually running the default Widow skin, which has a 100% win. And Crimson is running Côte d'Azur, which has a 100%
Enemy
lose
has been
rate.
revealed.
So this is a very
Do
interesting.
you have like a
setup,
spreadsheet somewhere, Bard?
No, my brain is just like. Have you ever seen A Beautiful Mind? It's just that in front of me, but just with skins and.
You're just
guns.
writing on your monitor.
I'm writing on my window. It's right next to me, actually.
All right. Analog and Crimson still both failing completely to hit each other. Right as I say that, Crimson takes the first one off of
both get
Analog's
the
head.
hit.
2-1.
They both get the hit.
Oh, one was undercharged.
One was undercharged. With the old Widowmaker, he'd have got that kill.
Fight.
But we are okay. We're also seeing some good non-toxic chat. We got a nice shot and a thank you. Smiley face. Smiley face is crucial right there.
Oh, I think they're about to meet face to face still here on the side. Analog goes for the grab shot, rips on Crimson.
First shot,
Steps it, but jumps off. Analog.
0.
Put it on your bingo sheet.
Clip
Put it on your
it.
bingo sheet. They went off
Clip
the map
it.
on their own. They yeeted themselves. Put it on the bingo sheet.
Battle. Widowmaker.
Well, that's a curious way to lose a second round.
Fight.
Absolutely incredible scenes here coming out on Castillo.
Unlucky. That's facts. That's facts, Analog. But now Crimson searching for a third, and Analog. Imagine being Transcendence tier and getting 5-0'd. That's you drop from
Absolutely.
Transcendence. You
He's
drop from
supposed to be playing
Transcendence
against
tier
Altu.
to Specs tier in a day. Imagine.
In a day. Absolutely get specs.
Has been revealed.
I think it's the fact that he's not playing. He probably did some prep warm up, was prepared to play against Alucard, and then Crimson's just bringing like a new gameplay style that he was not ready for. But I think he's adjusted. He got that first kill.
1
He's ready for
to
it.
2.
All right, no Spexing today.
Widowmaker.
Not now.
Another nice shot in chat. I'm really liking the respect between these two.
Crimson searching for the dome. Analog, though, the first man to back off, and it feels like a little game of chicken the first time these guys go up onto the high ground, but it seems like Crimson is just very, very Chad-like, holding on to it, not moving an inch, but backs up into his spawn. What's this man doing? What's he up to?
You know,
Was he toggling in there? Is that what just happened?
Oh, that might have been it. Here, let's find out. We'll give him 2 more shots to hit right here.
there we go.
He finds the dink, but it only takes him down to about 50 HP.
Perfect.
follows it up.
Ooh,
There it
gets-
is.
gets the
Clean
last
stuff.
kill, gets the
Confirmed.
last
Call
kill.
Gabe.
2-1.
Okay, ref.
Battle.
Am I allowed to comment? You know, I've been called the Kefri of our time. I've slowed it down to
Get-
0.25
Juke,
speed.
Juke, can we get that in 0.25?
I think we can call it here.
We'll go in depth on yeah. Check out Bard's stream afterwards. He'll start breaking that one down. Check the VOD. He's
You
got
know-
he's got a whole file saved. He's got a whole folder, like 2 gigabytes of just Crimson footage on Widowmaker 1v1s.
Yeah, you know, Crimson did play Harmony last year, and now he is immediately in Transcendence tier, so, like, how else do you explain it besides aim hacks? Everyone report him.
Crimson goes for the short range, but actually just runs away from Analog. This is getting a little bit ridiculous, and Analog finally
okay.
decides it's time for that ridiculousness to end.
Analog's winning these close range a bit more, and Krem seems to be winning a lot more of these long range ones. So I think we're gonna see Analog just yeet himself straight at Crimson and just try and take the fight at point blank. And if he doesn't, honestly, then he's throwing.
Yeah, this
Now,
isn't quite as bad as Street Baggy last year, who is the reason we have a lot of these settings, such as reveal after 30 seconds and point after 90 seconds, because he would literally pick a corner and hide. But you know, Crimson really running away a lot.
Look. I don't want to say I'm right all the time, but I was definitely right about Analog. Close round, close fights.
Battle. Widowmaker.
And by default, that also means that I'm right all the time. So anything that I've ever said ever is right. Just putting that out there.
Is that what it's like to be a caster?
It's 100% what it's like
You're
to
just
only be
omnipotent and all-knowing, Bard the Wise.
Absolutely. But now we get to see Crimson win the long-range
Score.
fight. You know what?
2-4.
I don't want to say I was right. But the stats don't lie. Neither do I.
Widowmaker.
Analog searching for a W right now, but he's 2 points away to Crimson's 1. Taking it here, 2-match point. Looking to steal it out. Goes for a quick shot here up on the high ground. I like the positioning, though, from Crimson. A lot better, and he's waiting it out so often, but he waits just long enough, finds the shot with a jump peek, ends it there. 5-3. Crimson takes it and heads on over to play up against Sumeru. But I think we're actually going to continue on with the Transcendent tier matches. Next one up should be Voltage versus Melt, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, now... Oh, I'm going to need to see that one in 0.25 speed just to run it down. I think Krem actually hit him and it moved his player model.
I can't believe I was actually playing the game.
I can.
Play of the game goes to Gravity, I guess.
No, Gravity was not a... Oh, Gravity was a team. Right? Season
I'm
two,
talking about the
True
Force. Nah.
No.
Bard.
Look, we've already talked about this. Science has no part.
Bard, let it go. Thank you. Next match, Voltage versus Melt, my boy, who I'm putting dollars on for the rounds. He's pulled off the reverse sweep. He's got the Florida Mayhem skin, and I have to represent. May not be the best team, but you know what? They've got a pretty decent Widowmaker and Melt on their side right now. Voltage lined up, though, has had the bye, coming in completely cold right now. Been waiting a while for this matchup. He is itching to find a little bit of that Melt dome, and so he's decided it's his time.
To Castile.
Bard, how you feeling about this one?
Battle.
I mean, he's still running the Florida skin.
Fight.
Voltage is running the Clown skin, which has seen very mixed results going forward. I think I'm betting on. I think I'm betting on Melts here. We've seen the reverse sweeps. He's got to be feeling hot.
He's just got the
taking these
pedigree so
really-
far.
Yeah, he's taking these really, really like
Amateur.
confident angles. He's peeking like he has no fear. Like he doesn't even have a headshot hitbox. Maybe we should check his computer afterwards as well.
So there's a distinct trend I'm noticing here with Melt. A lot of jump peaks. A lot of jump peaks. And if there's one thing you should know in a Widowmaker 1v1, it's don't jump. It puts you on a predictable path. That parabola is very easy to figure out. And I can tell you, at this level, players are going to be taking full advantage of that. Melt's peaks with the top of his head, but not going to be punished for it quite yet. Melt searching for the grapple. Doesn't quite get what he wants, but Voltage does! Takes his head off and starts this round
Ooh.
1-0.
2-0.
I'm gonna be honest. You said a really big word halfway through there, and I got
Battle.
lost watching that fight. So
Widowmaker.
Parabola?
yeah, that's the one.
Have you ever been to McDonald's? It's those things in the
Just
M.
like half the M, yeah.
Yeah,
Did you say
yeah.
it's those things in the antlers? Wait a minute.
The
No,
M
in the
logo.
M.
In the,
gold,
M.
the gold
Okay, I heard
arches.
antlers, and I
Yeah.
was like, "What McDonald's are you going to?"
Battle.
Okay,
Widowmaker.
okay. So it's like half of an M is a parabola.
Fight.
Yeah, sure.
Is that a math thing?
Yes, it's a mad thing.
Okay, that's why I don't know it.
Okay. It's all good.
The only math I do is the geometry required to hit Farah rockets. So.
That's impressive with it in and of itself.
Perfect.
Ooh.
Oh,
a
Melt's
line.
tires.
Score.
I don't think that's very. It's not
One
impressive
to
geometry.
two.
It's a line.
Well, yeah, but it's more about
more
predicting what the
impressive
other
than
player is
Hanzo.
going to do. It's mind games. I wouldn't necessarily call it geometry, but it is impressive.
All right. Well,
I'll give you that much, Bard.
Score.
Oh,
I don't do
Voltage,
any math,
though,
then.
not giving
That's
Melt
fine.
any room to breathe.
well, you know what? Good thing here. Melts didn't get specced.
Widowmaker.
There's no 5.
No, he didn't. But here's the thing. He's got the reverse sweep under his belt. Playing from behind, this is a comfort zone. 3-1 here, this is nothing to the man himself. He's searching for that
Yeah.
Voltage, though. He knows where he is. He's heard.
Snap.
Wait, what's going down over here? Okay, Voltage is on the stairs, and now Melt has decided he wants to play close range. Voltage goes for the grapple. Melt has no clue where he's falling. That's one of the key things, though, is when you're inside this little room and they grapple up around you, you don't know which one of those windows they're going to be falling from. Now Melt,
Hello.
seems like he's lost track of Voltage, but Voltage goes for the jump peek. whiffs it, and now everything is out on the tail. Both these players dead even right now, just about 150 HP. Body shot would kill them if we were enabling those, but you know how it is. Headshots only here. That Overwatch Tranquility. Melts decides to peek from the point. Voltage barely whiffs. Oh, the tension. You could cut it with a knife. He's waiting for the shot, but Melts just refused to give him anything, and Voltage finally
Score.
ends
You know
it.
what? I'm gonna call it right here. Melts got lucky with that first round win. He only can actually win rounds when he's playing against someone with 4 points. So I think he's just from here on out. I think he's in his comfort zone. He can hit these shots. We'll have to see though.
Oh. Backs against the wall. I'm nervous for Melts right now. Honestly feeling it. The Florida Mayhem skin's only gonna get you so far, bud. You gotta learn to actually play Widowmaker. You can't have all those Genji hours. Now, he's lined himself up on the high ground. Voltage on the low ground. This exact opposite of what we saw last round. And Melts does it! Finds it. There's no way he does it again.
4.
There's
I
no
don't-
way,
okay.
right?
I'm gonna lean in here real quick.
Battle.
I love the Houston In-Laws. I think they're an excellent team. I have no idea who Voltage plays for, so I think Voltage
Havoc.
will take, but I don't know anything about them.
Voltage plays for Havoc, and Havoc are actually nuts.
Oh, Havoc are insane. All right, you know what? Pretty even game. Pretty even game.
Old Man Strength, actually, I believe, is number 2 in Open Division right now. They were number 1 last week, which honestly, like, it's
Dang.
barely even a difference. They're still undefeated. But now Melts, the Houston In-Laws
Oh.
player, has to take down the big boy Havoc player at Voltage, who's up 4-2 match point. Voltage goes for the peak off of the statue, but I like this. Melts is using that high ground to full advantage right now. Oh! The peak, the flick, and it's all over.
He
Voltage
timed it.
ends it.
See, that was just mistiming by Melts. Melts did not know that the walls were going up as he was walking out. Gave Voltage time to get the peak and get the shot on him. Absolutely 900 IQ coming out from Voltage right there.
Absolutely 900 IQ. But you know what else would be a 900 IQ play? Go ahead and typing exclamation point donate in chat. Of course, this entire week, all those donations going straight to charity. Rad, an incredible charity, or what is it? Pardon me.
Rise Above Disorders?
Rise Above Disorder.
Rise
Thank
Above
you.
Disorders. Yeah. They pay for therapy people who need them. Absolutely incredible organization. I cannot support what they're doing any more than I do right now. But they have 100% of my support. 100% of my support right now. There are very few people, myself included, that have 100% of my support. Rad have 100% of my support.
That's a good thing. I would
That is
I would
the
hope
official
so, Bard.
The official Bard endorsement coming out right now.
Just trying to get invited into this next lobby. Oh, but it might actually just be here.
Looks
Yeah, I think it's Samira versus Crimson for the next matchup. It's in the same exact lobby. All right.
We've seen
Already lined up
Crimson.
for it's the last semifinal here for Transcendent here.
Yeah, almost 2 wild cards. We have seen Crimson play and win a round so far. Sumi doesn't have a round win. They didn't play a first round, so we really don't know what to expect coming out of them. Krem is running the Côte d'Azur, which does actually have a 50% win rate now. Sumi is running the
Now
New
you're
York
just making up
Excelsior
numbers. I swear.
Sumi's running the New York Excelsior skin, which has no playtime yet. So 0% win rate, 0% loss rate, perfect statistics. You'd love to see it.
Battle.
Undefeated.
Absolute undefeated and unwinning
Fight.
somehow,
Just like the New York XL.
just like the New York Excelsior. They'll get a title one day, guys. Don't worry.
One day the choke train will end.
Yeah, it's sandbagging. It's all tactical.
Okay. Win all your regular season games. Playoffs though, nah.
Yeah. You want to get those easy playoff games. 10 of them. Oh. Also important to note, 2 golden guns playing here.
Yeah, Sumiru coming in not warmed up at all. Crimson subbed in though for Alucard in the previous match. Now looking for that first headshot. But with both of these players revealed, someone's gonna have to make a move in on point. It's about 30 seconds after the reveal comes out that the point should unlock, or it should at least show up. Give them that 20-30 second warning, and then it's kind of game time. Both these players very hesitant to actually do anything about one another.
I'm loving the crouch peek is coming out of Sumi. Very. I do like the fact that this objective point is actually going to open up in just a second, giving them both kind of that push to play. Oh,
Score. 0
Oh.
to 2.
Sumiru Now up
Nasty.
2-0. Nice
Absolutely.
headshot.
Battle.
I'm
I
gonna
gotta
need some
say-
hand sanitizer because that was disgusting.
Crimson looked a little uncomfortable. He started
Yeah.
moving, he started wiggling that timer, started to go down, and he got antsy. Went for the peak. Sumeru holding it down, playing carefully. And now Crimson gets
Oh, there
aggressive
we
and
go, there
takes
we go,
off the
there we go.
head. 2-1. No specs here.
Absolutely incredible. Crimson, he knew that Sumi was feeling confident. He knew they were going to take the aggressive peak. He just held his angle really patiently and got the kill there. Absolutely.
Perfect.
Oh, fires right
And-
back though, Sumeru.
And Sumi does the same thing.
This has been a trend. The clap back, if you will.
Battle.
Absolutely, absolutely. Are we going to go back to the trend of 5-1s?
Fight.
Is that what we're waiting for?
Yeah, that was like a weird first round coincidence that we just kept seeing over and over again. But honestly, I'm not opposed to seeing it start back up. It has been a while actually since we saw it. It's been
Yeah,
what?
I don't
Let's
think we've
see.
seen,
There hasn't been one in the second round. No,
Yeah, I don't think we've seen
Mickey
any-
5-1 Caden. That was the only other one.
Right. Okay. Oh, but Crimson not going to let it happen. He's not going to
2
getting right up in.
3.
No tactical crouches yet from Crimson. Just all around a nice guy, I think.
But I think it speaks good for this tournament right now. Just that the scores are getting closer, which means that we're gonna have
Yeah.
good finals. Which I could not be more excited for right now, because whoever wins this one is heading in there up against Voltage, Samira or Crimson. One of them's got to pull it off, but Crimson has no idea where Samira is. Samira peeks high, finds him, and now all the information's out. It is a pure aim duel right now as Crimson goes for the jump peek. Not quite gonna find it. Tries to dip the sightlines. Tries to gain himself an advantage, but Samir knows exactly where he is. Takes his head off, makes it 4-2, sends it to game point.
2.
Yeah, and very interestingly, we have seen.
Widowmaker.
Let me double check for the Discord tier. Never mind, we haven't seen them.
Wow, wait, Samir, wait. Wow, he died
what a
fast.
shot! Oh my god, Sumi absolutely just
Play of the game.
coming out of there, no mercy. As soon as they lost that second round there.
That's GG's. I'm not actually sure what matchup we're going to next. It's either going to be Discord or Harmony. We're probably not playing the trans
I
finals out
believe
right
it's
now.
I believe it's a Discord tier game because we skipped some of the buy round for these trans games. So I think we're going to a Discord tier game. No, we're not.
Yes, Rose versus Apex.
That's a Harmony tier team. That's Apex is playing Rose.
Okay.
You guys got me on stream. $1
Yeah,
for everybody.
we're holding you to it. My boy Melts couldn't pull through, but maybe Apex can for you.
Let's hope.
Everybody's up and ready right now. All these players have played at this point in the Discord tier. It's your first set of semifinals, or pardon me, Harmony tier. I have my stuff lined up wrong, but nonetheless,
Battle.
it is happening. Up next, though, should either be Mickey versus Upsetting, or Shiny Red versus Void Kit, or O-Stores versus Soli. And yet another semifinal here, whether it's going to be Discord or Harmony, is honestly up to these lobby owners. Rose, though, takes the high ground first. Apex peaks, and a whiff here. I'll let you take it away for your own buddy.
Yeah, no gold gun coming out here for Apex. He is running the default Widow skin, which I believe has a high win percentage. I don't think it's 100% anymore, but I believe it is higher.
Hello there.
I think on average the win loss is favorable for the default Widow skin. Rose here though with the golden gun, which we've seen be a decision maker in these matches. We'll have to see how that plays out.
I've got to say, though, spray choice here from Rose. That Scorpion spray, the circular one, pretty nasty. I like that spray a lot. And now with the sights revealed, Rose... Oh, Rose goes for the emo, gets away with it. Apex peaks, but whiffs on the shot. The head hitbox moving around a little bit too much to the Widow. Bending
With
over
the old
just to
Widowmaker, you
dodge.
get the kill there.
Oh, what a shot,
Ooh,
Rose!
A very good shot
Hey,
coming out there from
jeez.
Rose.
I mean, they
Very
could see each
well
other through the
done.
walls.
Battle.
So
Yes,
there is
that
that.
is true. That is true.
I think it's kind of payback, though, for having gone for the shot during the emote.
I think if you're that close and you're not talking about it and you're going for,
Score.
then
2-0.
you're
I
risking it
respect,
yourself.
I respect the emote. The emote's like a power move, man.
Battle. Widowmaker.
That is true.
Rose, don't work on me. Not gonna get him that easily. Now 2-0 here for the blue side, and Apex takes
There's
it
a
into his
dollar.
own hands.
And I believe Melt's won 3 rounds, right? So that's $3 from you.
Battle.
What's that?
Widowmaker.
Melt's
That's-
won 2 rounds in his
Melt's-
previous game.
You won 2? You won 2? Okay, okay.
Plus his prior win. We'll see what else can go down here.
Yeah.
Sniper.
Oh,
Amateur.
Apex. He's playing in a dangerous spot, being dead center in the point right here. He retreats his way back up to the high ground. I think that's a good move from him.
I do like the mind games that come out of these players. Oh, but a great hook shot coming out of Rose.
1 to 3.
Apex is not looking too hot. He looks a little nervous. He did tell me that he heard me say I would donate $1 for every round that he won, so maybe I've gotten in his head and cast.
Oh, it's your fault. Shit, Bard. You should know better than that. Come
You
on,
guys
man.
can blame me. Hashtag blame Bard in chat.
Okay.
Totally fine.
Okay. You're not allowed to make excuses for Apex. Much less is Apex allowed to make excuses for himself. It's all or nothing here at the Widowmaker 1v1.
That is the truth. And a great
And he's
shot coming out of
number
Apex. All right. You know what? He hears us. He doesn't care. No
Hey, you're trying to
excuses
make
necessary.
excuses at 3-1? We've seen bigger
No
comebacks.
excuses necessary.
Widowmaker.
Rose on a Guangzhou skin, which is actually...
Yeah.
Give me the stats on that. Give me the breakdown, Bard. Have we seen this
I
skin before?
think they're the only one who has run it. So Rose is upholding the 100% the Guangzhou charge skin. If I am remembering correctly, we'll have to see.
Come
A
on.
mind game coming out of here of Rose. Oh, but Apex saw it.
Apex
Now
knows
we get to
exactly
see-
where he is.
See who corner peaks first. It was
Oh.
Rose. And Apex is going for these aggressive angles now that he.
Enemy has been revealed.
And now they both know the walls are up. And different game of Overwatch once you know where they are.
Yeah, it starts questioning whether or not you want to be the Widow on the high ground or away in here. Nice emote from Rose. Good form. Press that emote button and Apex goes big. Searches for the hook, but Rose cowardly running away. Now has to play aggressive onto this point. That timer's going to start ticking down pretty soon here if he doesn't do something about it. Apex, though, searching for the head early. Rose is just holding these really tight angles, waiting for Apex to do something. Apex is more than happy to oblige right now.
To me.
Very possible for one of them to take the high ground.
30 seconds.
Early
remaining.
shots. Now Rose has the high ground. Apex is looking for that grapple shot. He does have the grapple on a cooldown a lot faster. He's ready to take these fights whenever Rose is.
But is Rose ready? Yes, he is.
And a
Takes his
very
head
good
off
corner peek.
just before the point ticks down. Now 4-2 sends it into match point. I think we may have lost our horses in this race, Bard.
I wouldn't call it yet. We've seen Mets make a
Match
comeback.
point.
We've seen a couple comebacks from this scoreline. So we're just gonna have to see how this goes. Looks like Rose is teabagging in spawn. Sorry, tactically crouching in spawn. You love to see it. But Apex doesn't know, so it's not gonna bother him. He's just gonna go right for the shot there.
Rose
Absolutely
was so
take it away.
close to dipping below that ledge as well. That shot came really late from Apex. It's a miracle he hit it.
Fight.
Yeah, very well timed to hit that shot as well. I think Rose is also trying to play the mind game, but Apex is not going to let it affect him.
So your mom never tugged.
All right, I'm gonna have to give it a 4 out of 10. It would have been a good trash talk, but you misspell a word and you immediately lose points.
You misspell a word that bad.
Yeah,
misspell a word that bad.
I don't think there's a G or an H in there. Okay, there is. It's just okay.
No, he just swapped around the A and the T, but nonetheless, that's pretty inexcusable when you're trying to dish out some quality stuff here on Events Week. Now 4-3. He might just redeem himself right now. Apex goes for the peak, but all things are revealed here as the players can start to see each other through these walls. Rose has the angle, but Apex is going for the big peak. Tries, misses the shot. Both players at 100 HP, but the high ground
Score.
4-4 coming out of here. I think he just needed the pressure. Right? Rose's trying to play mind games after rounds, and I think it's actually backfiring. They're getting in their own head. They're not backing up their own talk. You know, when you talk When you talk some smack and you don't back it up, it doesn't feel good as a player.
No, yeah, but it's one of those all or nothing things. You kind of double up with the second you use smack talk. Your win's going to count twice as much if you do, but that loss is going to hurt twice as bad if Apex shuts you down like you did. Now at match point here, 4-4. You mentioned we've seen people come back from that 4-2 before, and Apex looking to be the next one to do it. Hasn't let
He's
himself
still
up
doing the 360 jump shots. Very, very ballsy, and it's not gonna play. That's not gonna pay off for him. Rosé's gonna get that final pick. $4 from me.
Yeah, he's making it. He's taking it out of your wallet. He may not have moved on to the next round, but he definitely made it a close one.
Made me work for it. We made him work for it, and he made me work for it.
See if we've got this next to the lobby ready. Look at the shot. Nice one from Apex. Catches him before he drops down there. On the way down, it's usually easier to hit people at like the peak of their grapple, but he waited his while. He took his time, and he found the dome.
Absolutely.
And next lobby will be up and ready here.
Yeah, I believe this one will actually be. Nope, it's another hard. All right, I'm gonna stop guessing who's gonna be playing. Because I have been consistently wrong.
Yeah, it's Mickey versus Upsetting here. It's going to be another Harmony tier match for semifinals. So whoever wins this is going to go on to face Rosé in that grand finals, and then up after that should be Shoni Red versus Void Kit to take down Soli in the finals. Actually, I feel like I don't remember watching that match. It may have been a forfeit from Oster's or something like that, but before anything else happens, Mickey takes down Upsetting.
Battle.
Yeah, very quick game. Mickey with the classic rolled like sushi line. Upsetting, who is he is a Widow one trick. Okay, he gets him back. No specs here. But he is,
Oh my god, Upsetting. Cactus is better than you.
Ouch.
I like this. Okay, wait. That's some strong stuff.
You know, I've got to say,
Solid
I don't like Mickey backtracking on the trash talk. Once you do the trash talk, own it, live up to it.
Especially in all caps. Especially in all caps, right?
Score.
And now Upsetting. Silencing him even more right now. Your rolled like sushi line has not tilted this man at all, and he's going to continue to come at you with all that he's got.
Widowmaker.
Yeah, absolutely, very well done. You know, I really like the trash talk, but we're seeing it for like 2 seconds and then they back up from it. If you're gonna trash talk, just like stick with it.
Sniper.
Oh, Upsetting is playing for the disrespect though here. That's disrespectful.
Score.
And he gets the tactical crouch on the spray, on the body. Absolute disrespect there.
Battle. Widowmaker.
Yeah, Mickey, there's nothing that she can do about that one.
That is not. Oh.
That's a rough time right now. Upsetting. Making this one difficult, but Mickey gotten this far. She's having a good time. And she could bring it back. We've seen it happen before. Now she's got the high ground, and Upsetting is going to look at this peak. Gets caught out a little bit, taken down very low, but both players working with just a smidgen of health. Upsetting goes for the aggressive grapple and finds the head on the first shot.
My god, speaking of disrespect, that man right over the head, doing the 180, just clicked right on the face there. Absolutely no respect left in the man after the opening round trash talk.
Oh, Mickey fires back, though, not out of this one yet. No 5-1, which we actually still haven't seen since that first round.
Yeah, very,
You have
very
to love to see.
interesting.
The closer score lines are a lot better.
Yeah, it's really nice. I think Mickey's, again, like they admitted it in chat, they're going to do a lot better when they stay farther away and take these fights. Kind of at the standard Widowmaker range. But it's not going to matter. Upsetting is going to let them take the fight from range and just click and click and click until they win. Absolutely incredible.
Mickey, though, a little consolation play of the game. The sharpshooter, obviously, for the headshot here. Let's see what it was. Was it straight out of spawn?
I believe it was Upsetting repeat. That was a pretty good shot. Pretty good shot.
Nice. We
Full
like
respect, full
we
respect.
like. Yeah. And now
Respect.
we're
Now
back
we get into
into
Discord.
tier.
Alright.
All right. So little
We're here
update for
now.
you guys. O Stories has forfeit. They could not make their final matchup there up against Soli. So Soli will be moving on into the finals. However, on the other side of the bracket is Shoni Red versus Void Kit here in our last semi-final, I believe, for the night. We're heading on to finals after this, aren't we, Bard?
Fight.
I believe that we are. This is going to be pretty intense going forward. We've got Rose playing against Upsetting. We have whoever wins this playing against someone you just said, but I was donating, so
Versus Soli.
versus Soli, correct. Oh, that's gonna be a good match. And then we have
Speaking of donating, if you want to donate, exclamation point donate in the chat. We'll send you to a link, I believe. And that is for Rad Rise Against Disorder, a fantastic charity that Overwatch Tranquility will be supporting, I'm sure for always, but especially for this events week right now. All donations will be headed directly. They're a great charity that's doing awesome things and helping pay for some of these mental health appointments. And it's a great cause. If you've got the means, that would be a fantastic way to do it.
Fight.
yeah, absolutely incredible organization. Again, 100% of my support. They've got the Bard approval, Bard endorsement. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and I normally don't speak for people. I'm pretty sure they have the endorsement of pretty much everyone in Tranquility that you know and love, because they're just wonderful people and they do wonderful work.
And
Now back
right-
to wonderful people and wonderful work. The Widow 1v1s. Void Kit with the 180.
Score.
My God.
1.
Clean stuff at the close range. This is what I'm saying, though. I think there's a lot more merit to taking it up close than you might expect.
Yeah, Void Kit as well. I think he was watching the last match, and just did he watched Upsetting go over Mickey Mish, and I think he knew to expect it and was just ready for Shoni to try and style on him, and so he just did the 180 and styled right back.
It's not done yet, though. 1-2 is the scoreline we've seen many times, but Void Kit looks to solidify it. Takes it to 3-1. We're starting to head back into that territory. It's harder and harder to come back with each of these rounds. It's obvious, but it feels even more daunting when you're in this game. That 1/10th shot, 1/4 second should just end your life here. And in that quarter second, Void Kit takes down Shoni Red 4-1.
4-1.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely incredible. Void Kit coming out here.
Fight.
He's gonna
Point.
just
Thanks.
bring the Philadelphia Fusion win record down even lower. Shoni Red I think Shoni Red swapped over to Philly Fusion. I don't think they won their first match on the Philly Fusion skin. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, please. But
Is it the white one?
it's the away skin. Someone.
Yeah, no, he ran it before.
He did. Okay. He's gonna
Score.
bring the number of people using the Philly skin down to 0. So Shoni Red has a
Battle.
job to do here to support Philadelphia Fusion.
Fight. Match point.
Oh, Void Kit going really aggressive to the stairs. I like the launch. Using grapple not to go up for a jump shot, but actually to get aggressive and close to Shoni Red. Very, very smart. He's won a lot of those close range fights. Now he's just chasing him down, and it's not a good look from a Widowmaker to continue chasing like that. I mean, if he wins this, then I'm gonna stand corrected. I'll eat my words, but doesn't always look as good. And Shoni Red, yeah, he's gonna make Void Kit chase until he's in position and then take the shot there. Not exactly what you want to be seeing.
Battle.
Not exactly. However, it will be enough to try and find this kill. It's rough straights right now for Shoni Red, but they can make their way back into this match. It's only a couple kills. It's only a couple left clicks. Just click on the head, man.
Oh. I do want to point out, Void Kit does not have a golden gun. First match, I believe, with a golden gun versus a non-golden gun where the won if Void Kit wins this. Unless Void Kit also won against someone with a golden gun in the last one. I can't remember.
Bonjour.
My beautiful mind style notes have gone out the window.
Score.
Oh, Shoni Red, though, he's making it interesting. It's 4-4 now as we head into what is guaranteed
Battle.
to be our last round of semifinals here. Before we move on into the finals, I don't even know what finals we're moving on into, but it's going to be exciting.
Straight into Harmony Tier finals. absolutely incredible scenes here. I almost thought Shoni Red was going to peek that, and I was going to say that might be a bit of a misplay. Ooh. A good shot on the Void Kit. First dink does go through.
Sniper.
Now Void Kit's playing down, and Shoni Red is going to win. The Golden Gun takes it. Philadelphia Fusion still in the running to have someone rep their team and win.
The comeback is in, and Shoni Red take it. Shoni Red wants them to undeafen. I'm sure there is all sorts of stuff going on in that chat right now. Asks very politely to undeafen, pardon me. Nice little please.
He
But
said
now,
please at the end. He said please.
yeah, it's yeah, okay, no BM.
No BM, no BM, no BM. I'm sure whatever he is saying right now, he or she, they, whatever they are saying right now, I'm sure whatever they are saying right now is very kind. No BM. There wasn't any tactical crouching. I'm sure everyone's doing great.
Yeah, I think it's a
Glad
new thing. I think it's a new thing for this season where we have everybody in one Discord channel the whole time. So yeah, there's probably
Yeah.
some chat going on there.
Yeah, for the 3v3s last year, and I believe also for the Widow, you went into your own channels for teams. But I can't remember if that was the case for the Widow 1v1s. But this time, yeah, everyone's saying the same thing. We're gonna see the Harmony finals now. Upsetting versus Rose. Gonna be interesting. We've seen both of these players do some big things. So we'll see how this goes.
Welcome to Castile.
And we will be heading to the beautiful beaches of Castile, as we have every other time this night. Is that another Phillies Fusion skin? Are you gonna call him out, Bard?
Let me double check. It looks like Rose has swapped over to a Philadelphia Fusion skin. I think
Oh,
they're listening to me, and they think that this will somehow turn it around for them. But I disagree. I think upsetting, sticking to what's worked. He's won every game so far with the what's the name of this skin?
Black Lily.
It's a
or something
flower.
like that?
Black
Yeah.
Lotus. Black
Black.
Lotus.
I think it's Lily. But either way,
Sniper.
now we are going to get into that point where we're seeing the sides come on. Both these players playing very aggressively though with them. I like what we're seeing. Sliding off the rooftop though will be upsetting. Just down into a little bit of a rough position. Now has to get through this door if he wants any chance at winning this point. Tries to grapple through, goes to the shot. Rose too quick with the feet. Too difficult to hit. Upsetting can't do anything about it. Scoped in, spinning around, has no clue where his man's gone. Luckily enough for him though, he does have those walls.
Yeah, we did see the chase come out earlier from Voidkin onto Shoni Red and not work out. I don't know if I really like upsetting doing the chase here. But he's gonna prove me wrong immediately. Just clicking the heads right as I start saying it. The caster's curse lives on.
Widowmaker.
Every time I say something, the opposite happens. A good first round. I don't think we're gonna see someone get spexed in any of the
Sniper.
finals. I think if we do see someone get spexed in any of the finals, then there's gonna be an issue here. Upsetting though.
0.
Winning the second round, no 1-1 there. Breaking all the trends. We have to see exactly how this turns out.
Widowmaker.
Now, how do you feel about the googly eyes as an April Fool's prank?
It's a little early. I thought they missed it by a day, but
No, okay.
I
They
think
missed
it's
it by a
fun.
day in the United States.
yeah, but still, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it. It's come out early. I'd be okay if they did it on like other servers first or
Purely
whatever,
as a
but
prank.
The
How do you feel about it?
timing. I don't mind the googly eyes. I was trying to type in chat as Reinhardt earlier. Having a real bad time getting my actual thoughts out. I felt like a small child trying to communicate what they want, but they don't quite have the words to say it. And it was really, really rough.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Blizzard.
upsetting with the first dink. Then
Blizzard always
Rose
goes
low.
early with their
Sniper.
April
Leave
Fools. I
this
remember
to
they
me.
did the Wisp class or Wisp race for World of Warcraft. That was like 2 days early.
Yeah, an early April Fool's, but nonetheless, it's here and just in time for the Widow 1v1s, which puts two nice big juicy targets there on the Widowmakers. Well, maybe forehead, maybe eyes. We'll be generous and say they're actually over the eyes, but nonetheless, up 3-0 right now is upsetting,
0.
making it a
Upsetting
rough
is
one for
upsetting
Rose.
Rose here with these shots. We
Rose?
might be seeing the Specs
No,
gameplay
in finals?
in the Philly outfit too. That's gotta hurt Specs and it's gotta hurt Philly.
All right, Rose. All right, she's in the chat right now, asking him to go easy, and you can't be doing that. You can't keep bending the knee in a 1v1. You have to face it down. You have to take this one with every ounce of confidence that you can muster, because Upsetting is a confident opponent and a very, very difficult one to beat. Rose, though, gonna be going for the shot here in a second. Decides to peek now. It's all for the Harmony tier. Come on, Rose.
I
She's
can't
got to pull it off.
decide if Upsetting's rebuttal is cringy or chatty. Chatty, CHADDY. Either way, I'm giving it a solid 3 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Maybe a 3.5, but
3.5? Okay. Yeah, I can stretch that. He is winning, so he's backing it up. He gets the half point for that.
it's like what was, because we gave Specs' one a 3.
We would have given
So
it
what-
another 0.5, yeah.
Yeah, so was it better or worse? I think it was a little bit better. But now
Yeah, okay, we can give it
Upsetting though with the walls finds the dome.
We're
4-0.
gonna have to really see an upset against Upsetting here if Rose is gonna win this.
Widowmaker.
All right, Rose.
Whole
No
reverse sweep.
Specs tier. Avoid Specs tier in finals. We're all rooting for you.
Put the put the Melts pants on right here. Go for the reverse sweep.
Do it, please.
Upsetting really living up to the Widow one trick name here.
Rose though, I feel like she hasn't really had to play it in close range up until now, and Upsetting is really forcing this one into be a close range little fist fight. Rose though, gonna be going away, runs, but Upsetting doesn't know. 5-0
gameplay. I've gotta say, wait. It was the Philly Fusion skin swap.
It was. It must have been.
It had to be.
So that you kind of
hurt because
you
Philly
inherit the
Fusion and
specs.
Philly
Yeah,
Fusion and Specs are now tied to getting 5-0'd. It's gotta hurt.
Well, here's the thing: is Specs has been. I don't know if you've seen his Twitter. He is a large
Hardcore Philly
proprietor
Fusion fan,
of,
yeah.
of the Philly Fusion, and I've got to say, I think he's just
killing to play the game. The most scuffed final.
I think he's cursed that skin. So she just inherited the Specs. I think is what it was.
Yeah, it's not Rose's fault. It's we can blame the skin.
Oh no, it's Specs' fault. I think is more specific.
I mean, we don't have to blame Specs either. I think we can. I think it'll infuriate more people if we blame just the Philadelphia Fusion. So that's the route I'm going for.
All right, now we're moving on. What is it? It's Discord
Get the
finals. It's gonna
Discord.
be Shoney Red up
Versus
against
Soli.
Soli. The Reaper one trick
Eclipse?
goes to place up against. I gotta say, I gotta put my money on Soli right now. Soli has looked so
Soli's
good
looked pretty
all
insane.
night.
Shoney Red though has really adapted when they've had pressure put on them. So I think
Soli's
the-
also
I
a little
think-
bit cold right now though, because
I
Soli
think
had
the
a
first two
bye.
rounds-
Widow.
The first
Soli
two
got-
rounds, I think they'll decide it.
Fight.
You think? Think this
Yeah.
one's over? There's no way we get another 5-0, right?
I don't think we get another 5-0. I think there's too much class and too much skill between these two players, but we were wrong last time, so we could be wrong this time too.
Yeah, Shoney Red looking to find that head. Soli arguably the more formidable opponent right now, just looking at the ways that he has beat people down 5-2 up against Cactus as well. He just had the bye in the first round. He didn't even have to play against O-Stories, who took the forfeit loss, and Shoney Red looking to hand him another.
I think if Shoney gets off to a strong start here, Shoney wins. We've seen Shoney
Battle.
play confident. We've seen Shoney play down. Both times they've looked really good. However, something to note: Shoney Red is playing the Philadelphia Fusion skin,
Oh no.
so maybe it's the away skin, and it'll be the.
I told you
counter-
it's the double negative.
Maybe it'll be the counters to Specs. Is just Philly not playing at home, so
Widowmaker.
Specs can't go watch.
Fight.
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe. Shoney Red lining up though, 2-0 up right now, searching for this kill down on Soli, searching for that 3-0 lead. That's a pretty sizable one and a tough comeback to make.
I believe Soli is also the only person using this particular Widow skin, the pre-order one. So I believe that it has a 100% win rate. I could be wrong. I think there could have been someone in Harmony here who was running it. Soli though, getting aggressive, gets right up close.
Yeah, I like that though. Sometimes forcing out the stalemate, forcing it to be a little bit rough and tumble, and I like what we're doing here with Soli, but he's still behind a point. Stronyer
think-
still has the lead.
I think there's a pattern here that the Widow who's better up close generally doesn't dominate from range if they're dominating up close, and the Widow who dominates from range generally doesn't dominate up close. I think there's a very clear case.
Oh, Soli's
for
doing
that.
it both ways though. Finds
Soli is
one.
proving me wrong every time I say something. So
Battle.
maybe I've castered cursed Shiny Red as well.
You can't just use caster's curse every time you're wrong, Bard.
That's true. You're correct. I'm gonna though.
Because you're never actually just wrong, right?
To be fair, Shoni is running a Philly skin, so I'm gonna blame that regardless of what happens
To 3.
if they lose.
Look at Soli though. Soli is going off right now. Shoni started up 0-2, but 3 straight rounds for Soli. Cannot be feeling good right now. He's got a little bit of a headache right now on the blue side. As his head.
You know,
has been
we
taken.
talked about how Soli was playing a little cold, not having as much warmth played as recently as Shoni Red, but I think after those first 2 rounds, Soli got a little warm, got a little confident, played their game. Now they're coming back into this to win.
Yeah, Shoni Red notably has had to play
Sniper.
2 rounds before this. Meanwhile, Shoni Red has had to play 2 rounds. Soli has only had to play 1.
Ooh, Shoni Red with
Oh.
a quick double tap there, though, keeping him down Zombieland style. Very well done.
Battle.
Neither of these Widows are going to let this go down easily. It's going to be a close game, I think, regardless of how this plays out. We've got the 3-3. I think we're going to 4-4.
You think we're going to 4-4? You said it'd be a close one, but you said whoever would take it away early would win. But there's been no taking it away. There's only been 1-point leads. And this is
Yeah,
all
there's
but
been
over right now.
No push anymore. Oh, they both. Shoni not charged up enough and solely hard scoping that angle for them. Gets the shot. Very well done.
Battle. Widowmaker.
We're going to have to see exactly how this
Match
plays out.
point.
Soli does have the advantage. I did say we were going 4-4, so I may have cursed it.
Soli looks to seal it out though. Remember, this is finals. This is for all the marbles right now. Soli decides low ground is going to be the way to do it. I'm waiting for this aggressive grapple though. I feel like he's going to be searching for it here in just a moment. No. Grapples up
Goes
long.
on the
decides
high
that's
ground.
not it.
The shot.
Might be his death though. Shoni Red, it seems like he's got it dialed in, playing very confidently here at the top of the steps.
Enemy has been revealed.
And now with the reveal, Soli, this is his chance to try and play aggressive, but he's got to go for that grapple, which is risky enough in himself. We've seen many a player go down mid-grapple tonight, and he does not want to be the next one, waiting his time, biding his time here underneath the arch. Knows that Shoni Red has to be eventually goes for the grapple, takes a shot. Shoni Red searching for his head. Shoni Red, though, searching also for his tournament life right now. Soli very, very hesitantly peeking here around this statue, but no shots connecting quite yet. All the nerves are in, and all the time is up. And Soli finds his head.
Soli playing the unfavorable angle, but the whole body's blocked there, giving them a bonus to their AC. And they hit the headshot there. Absolutely well done.
Congratulations to Shoni Red. And you know what this leads us off to, Bard?
It leads us off to Philadelphia Fusion Skins losing in the finals.
That it does, but also it leads us into Transcendent Tier Finals here in just a moment.
All right.
And then
we're doing
after that, we actually get to see all 3 of our winners go up against one another. And I believe a just 3-man deathmatch lobby.
Yeah, I think it's first. You know what? I'm not going to say what I think it is because I'll be wrong. Ski will update us and then we'll know.
Ski knows all.
Ski knows all. I don't.
If you say what it is, there'll be a caster's curse and it'll change.
You're right. That's true. The 3v3 will have the Philadelphia skin on, so it'll lose. It's just always going to be like that.
All right. Transcendent Tier Finals. There's a lot of pedigree here, a lot of big kills. Voltage versus Sumeru.
Yeah, Sumi looked really strong in their match against whoever they just played against. Oh, God.
I mean, I was actually going to say the exact opposite. Voltage looked really good up against Melts, taking him down 5-2. Sumeru actually took down Crimson in a very, very similar fashion there as well, 5-2. And now, this is the matchup we've been waiting for. The Transcendent Tier, the top tier of Widow we've got here. And Sumeru finds a headshot on Voltage to start it off.
We do see the good luck, have fun coming out from Sumiro.
Widowmaker.
Voltage doing the know you part. So very much some quality, wholesome Overwatch coming out of Transcendence tier so far.
Voltage, though, is not out of this one yet for certain. 0-1 is a definitely surmountable task right now.
Now, the New York Excelsior skin does have a 100% win rate. Clown Overwatch skin does not. Both these players have golden,
Enemy has been revealed.
so we'll have to see how that plays into this.
Bonjour. Hello. Hello there.
Oh my goodness, these players take their sweet time right now. We get in the finals. They know exactly what they're playing for right now, and that is all the bragging rights that Tranquility has to offer. You win the Widow 1v1, that is something you'll take with you forever, and Voltage is not ready to give it up yet.
1-1.
Yeah, Voltage, you know,
Battle.
living up to the 1-1
Widowmaker.
standard. Keeping it classic
Fight.
up in this game right here. Really do think, though, Sumiru has played patient Widowmaker in both of their games. I think that has been a benefit for them, and it's a benefit now. They hard peek that angle.
2.
They let Voltage walk into their death and just click on the head there. Absolutely well
Battle.
done. A great shot.
Widowmaker. Fight.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not the Clown Widowmaker skin. That's Florida Mayhem. The other
Wait, no.
clown.
Oh my man, Voltage. He's picked up the throne, locking in this mayhem, but he's down 2-1. He's in a rough spot. He's got to start finding skills. Grapples inside, effectively wastes that cooldown. That's, yeah, it's kind of valuable here. I wouldn't say it's like the most important thing, but nonetheless, Sumi has the low ground.
Enemy has been revealed.
And now, with all things revealed, all the information out, Voltage has set himself up for victory on the high ground. Goes for the grapple shot, but Sumiru mirroring him on the opposite side of the ring around the Rosie. Pocket full of posies is yet to be determined here. Sumiru is firing off many a shot, but not finding any sort of connection. Now here it is.
Oh,
Domes him on the
Sumi.
way down.
2-3.
Absolutely incredible. That is the one angle that I would
Battle.
hit a Widow headshot on. In headshot only, and that was just an incredible shot right there. Absolutely well done.
Looking to seal it out. Sumi is up 3-1. Searching for that 5-1. Luckily enough, though, Voltage has redeemed himself. No Specs tier here. Nothing too bad going down, but Sumi is more than happy to just chill out here and spawn.
Yeah, Specs is only claiming 1/3 of the final so far. We're gonna have to see how they do. Both of them now. I really like
Bonjour.
the patient gameplay coming out of both of them here. They're still holding angles. They're not just hiding, but they're gonna wait until they have more information before they get hyper aggro. And even then,
Score.
these really
1.
patient
4.
tactical corner peeks coming out of both of them. Wait until they have the shot unlocked and then
Battle.
hitting them exactly when they're going for it. Just great Widowmaker coming out of both of these guys.
Fight. Match point.
1-4 though. The greater Widowmaker so far has been Sumi. Voltage looking for that huge comeback. It's going to take 4 Herculean rounds for him to make his way back into this one. But he thinks he's going to be lined up against Sumiru. Thinks he's got a shot at this one. Taking his sweet time though, because he's just about 1 click away from being eliminated from this tournament. Takes a shot down on Sumi. Sumi going to repeat, trying to catch that grapple out a little bit. I like this though. Sumi's playing very patiently.
Hello.
Yeah, this patient Widowmaker has been working wonders for Sumi here, and they're not afraid to keep playing it. They know what they're doing. They're gonna,
Oh.
Score. 4.
as I was saying, it may be a bit too aggressive of a peek there. Voltage had time to charge it up and was already playing out in the open. Did not have to peek that corner. And having to peek on its own can already be a fight loss at this level of Widowmaker gameplay.
Now though, Sumi, he's going for the same strat. The stay and spawn has been working so well for him, but Voltage now looking like he's starting to have it a little bit figured out. At what point does it start playing to his detriment?
I think it's already started to play a little bit to Sumi's death. Afraid to be just a bit more aggressive. But I do think at the same time, Voltage has had to weigh their aggression against Sumi's patience and try and find a balance that actually gives them a a stronger fighting chance here. And in a lot of these rounds so far, that has not worked out for them.
Yeah, Sumi is still though on match point, which is like, it's such a concern. You can think all the tactics you want here if you're on the side of Voltage, but one click from Sumi takes all that away, eliminates it, and you know that's going through Voltage's head right now. Every time he peeks this angle, he risks getting knocked out of the tournament, and he takes it! Oh, he holds on, makes it 3-4.
Now that's the one place I don't really like the patient game from
Battle.
Sumi there. I would have loved to see a better position. Stop taking such a tight
Match
angle where you
point.
can't really see your enemy as much, relying on the walls a little too much in my opinion. But now we see Sumi being just a touch more aggressive out of spawn. However, they don't know where Voltage is. It's going to be an issue.
Oh, wait, quick bit of information. Sumi, a support player. This could be a big upset.
Absolutely. Voltage, I believe, is a DPS player.
Enemy has been revealed.
Now with the reveal though, it's kind of who's gonna take the first shot, because the second shot is almost guaranteed to hit, and Voltage does it!
Voltage.
4-4! He could go the distance!
4.
Making the comeback. We're seeing the experience with those
Battle.
with those aggressive peaks, knowing when and how to peak that
Match
a
point.
bit more effectively coming out from Voltage, and that is deciding it right now. Sumi, I think aim-wise, both of these players are pretty much on the same level right now. It just comes down to character and spatial awareness, and I think Sumi is playing, you know, the patience was really good for them going into the early rounds, but now they're playing too patient. They don't know how to peek these angles when the walls start up, and they're not getting themselves into new
Enemy has
positions
been
enough
revealed.
where they can hit these shots. You have to see how this plays out now.
Voltage playing very aggressively. All of a sudden, the wind in his sails. He thinks he's got it. He's playing all the way up on this statue. Sumi, though, is still a game point. You can't forget that. All the confidence in the world is not going to convince you to make this shot any easier. And Sumi playing just as patient as ever, waiting for Voltage to peek that far angle. And I like what we're seeing here. Just holding the strong angle, allow Voltage to make the mistakes. But no, it's been Voltage's reaction time. An insane play so far. That's won him these rounds, and he's looking to do it again.
Yeah, and Point is going to activate for Voltage. Going to be really interesting. They are talking to themselves now.
30 seconds remaining.
Carry out this fight, but now the Point has unlocked. Sumi is now on a timer. Let's see how this plays out. Are they going to get hyper aggro? It doesn't matter.
Victory.
Sumi domes them.
Denies the
Oh.
comeback as well. That hurts twice as much for Voltage. And Sumi will be your Transcendent tier champion here in the Widowmaker 1v1. All right, real quick. Gonna run back a couple things. A little bit of important information. Transcendent tier champion, you just got it. Sumiru. Before then, it was the Discord going down. Solely ended up taking the victory off of Shoni Red. And then in the Harmony tier, it was upsetting, taking down Rose in 5-0 Specs tier fashion. After this, stay in your seats, ladies and gentlemen, because after this, we've got a death match coming up between all three of our victors, upsetting Soli and Sumiru, all going at it in one single lobby. Until then, though, we're going to tell you a little bit more about this charity. For those of you who have not heard, you can go ahead and type exclamation point, donate in the chat, and that should bring up our charity of choice for this whole event week. It has been rad. Rise Against Disorder. They are paying for therapy for those who need it, and it is such a fantastic cause, especially for those close to you. So it's a great thing to see Tranquility Support. And it's a great cause to donate to. If you haven't thought about it, there is the link in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a wonderful organization. Absolutely worth every penny if you can spare it. If you can't, we totally understand, but we support, we appreciate all the support that you guys give, regardless, towards RAD, Rise Against Disorders. Just an absolutely wonderful charity, like Dor said, just absolutely wonderful. Cannot stress that enough. They are the certifiable best. We are going to get into our show match. This is just for fun. This doesn't decide anything. It is going to be a 3-player free-for-all Widow headshot-only deathmatch between the tier champions It's going to be a 6-minute game or the first to 15 points. Sumiro, Soli, and Upsetting are all going to be playing with the same rule set. I don't know how to say that. The same settings, I guess, in game. And we are going to go right into that right now. We're going to see how that plays out. Still going to be on Castillo. Still headshots only. Still no Venom Mine. Still 6-second grapple. Just deathmatch to see who wins this. And who are you rooting for here? Who do you think takes this?
I mean, the obvious pick is gonna be Sumi, right? But there's something to be said about this free-for-all. There's 3 people in this lobby. Widowmakers tend to be dealing in 1v1, so being able to play out that 3v3 well is a whole nother beast.
And there's not going to be any walls. Sumi does get first 2 picks. Very well done. Absolutely corner peeking like a champion there. Upsetting, though, does get the next pick onto Sumi. It looks like, Setting and Soli are coming into this in a bit of a harsher condition, playing without any warm-up. Sumi is going to get a 3rd pick, solidify their lead so far. But this is not going to be a cut and dry game, if you ask me. I think Soli and Setting, both actually being DPS players, have a good have a good chance here. And I think the 5-0 speaks for itself from Upsetting. I think they have a pretty good chance of taking this if they really put their mind to it and play really smart tactical Overwatch. They do take down Sumi again. Upsetting, creeping up really quickly on Sumi's scoreline there.
It's getting closer, but Sumi's still in that lead. 3-2-1, and now make it 4-2-1, 5-2-1. Sumi finds a nice couple set of headshots.
Yeah, absolutely incredible coming out of them. Sumi seems to be taking the most advantage of distractions from the enemy players. Upsetting and Soli really are focusing in on the person that they're playing against, trying to win these fights kind of in the 1v1 mindset that they've been playing in, but Sumi doesn't really seem to be bothered by the fact that they're playing against multiple players. Now we get to see it again. Upsetting caught in the middle. Sumi 1 HP. They don't get the headshot. The headshot setting down, catching up, and passing Upsetting by taking down Sumi. Very well done. But Sumi's still just a formidable lead going forward.
Yeah, Sumi at that 7 points is huge here. First to 15, correct? I'm not crazy.
First to 15 or 6-minute gameplay. We're almost 3 minutes in. We're 2.5 minutes in. Just coming up right now. So very, very good close game so far, all things considered.
And there's something to be said about getting stuck in the middle here. You see where Soli is. Spinning like a madman, trying not to get hit. And being stuck between the opposing 2 Widowmakers is a rough place, but Soli is going to get out of that pinch and find 2 kills of his own. Beats both Upsetting and Sumi.
He forces the grapple out of both of them, pushes them in predictable movements from those grapples, and then just takes the fight. Good to point out here, no Overwatch teams being represented. We have 2 Black Lotus and 1 pre-order skin. Can't remember what that one's called, so we'll just pretend that I do. Oh, actually, never mind. Sumi is playing New York Excelsior still. The only Overwatch League team still in this.
Yeah, but Soli is inching up behind them, now tied up at 8-8, trying to play for this lead right now. First one of those 2 is going to take a lead, and Sumiru taking down Soli, no less, is Upsetting, trying to fire in from the side. Soli, though, has the headshot angle, will take him down.
Yeah, Soli and Samir keeping this close. Upsetting, he's doing a really good job of getting in the way, moving the kills away from them, but he just seems to be a bit outclassed by the Discord and Transcendence tier counterparts. There are no ultimates available for any team either. Ooh, Soli almost launched himself off the map. Upsetting. The jump peek just does not help you there in any way. You gotta be going for those crouch peeks, the genuinely tactical crouches.
And Soli's on a bit of a roll right now. He's starting to add up these kills. 12 is getting really close to that 15-point threshold mark. With 2 minutes left, though, Sumiru takes his head off, makes it 11-12. And this is really the front.
It's 2 kills.
Oh, the matchup that we're watching, though. It's just Sumiru versus Soli. It's so close.
Oh, Setting not to be left out. Takes down Soli. Soli respawns with the flank. That's another thing you got to think about in deathmatch versus 1v1 is the respawns are entirely random.
Enemy needs
and do not come out of the spawn room. So solely spawn right behind upsetting there. And sometimes you can just spawn without any sight lines completely away. But solely goes on a tear, just absolutely rips through them.
Snipes the W as well. Like, man, Discord tier showing up.
No Overwatch League teams left at the end here. Pre-order, skin equals win. You heard it here first.
All right. And with that, congratulations to all our victors. Soli, Sumi, and Upsetting. You have all put on incredible shows, as well as everybody else participating. Thank you so much. It has been such a great time, but our week is not over yet. We have all sorts of fun matchups coming for you. We got Torb 1v1s. We've got admin pugs. We've, what's the last one? 2v2 tournament.
2v2
It's
is
actually
on
gonna be-
Thursday.
Yeah, that's going to be really exciting.
So
So all
tomorrow you'll be seeing me in the Torb 1v1. And on Thursday, you'll be seeing me in the 2v2. So you're gonna, and I am gonna be casting the admin pugs. So you're gonna see me every event game night. I don't care if you don't like me.
I
you
just,
gotta
I
deal
just
with it.
can't get rid of you, Bard.
You cannot get rid of me, Dora. Absolutely incredible. We have raised for charity tonight $144 for RAD, Rise Against Disorders. You can learn more about that still as long as the stream is up by typing !donate. We appreciate all the donations. Every game that we do this week is for charity. It is for RAD. We appreciate all the work and support that you guys can give them. We had Booth and Ski Free Yeti today being our lobby hosts. They did an absolutely wonderful job keeping us on track as we go through this. And as always, the host with the most from coast to coast, Juke, keeping the stream alive, making sure everything down wonderfully. I've been Bard. Dor, you wanna take us out?
Yeah, I've been Dor. I've been joined by Bard. Thank you all so much for paying attention to this stream. It has been a fantastic bunch of fun here as we've watched all these guys go at it. But at the end of the day, it was Soli, the surgeon of slaughter, the doctor of dinks, the physician of pain, the omen of one shots. He took it on the day. The man of the hour. Give all the props to him. That's all we've got for you guys tonight. Take it easy.
See you around, guys.